In a world where balance breaks for elements, the heart awakes from the mountains to the sea. A destiny calls wild and free. Earth, water, fire, air, bound together beyond compare. One spirit, one light, one fight to win. The avatar's power flows within. Earth, water, fire, air, a legacy we all must share. In the balance, peace survives as the elements rise. Deep beneath the ancient ground, earth stands tall, never to bow down. Mountains rise, unshaken by time, the strength of stone, steady and prime. Benders mold the rock with grace, a fortress firm in its embrace. Earth, water, fire, air, bound together beyond compare. One spirit, one light, one fight to win. The avatar's power flows within. Earth, water, fire, air, a legacy we all must share. In the balance, peace survives, the elements rise. Oceans flow with the moon's soft glow. Water bends with the tides below. Healing hands and waves that crash. A force at peace, yet fierce and flash. From icy plains to rivers wide, water's pull is the spirit's guide. Earth, water, fire, air, bound together beyond compare. One spirit, one light, one fight to win. The avatar's power flows within. Earth, water, fire, air, a legacy we all must share. In the balance, peace survives as the elements rise. Fierce and wild, a burning flame. Fire roars in the bender's name. Passion lights the darkest night. A spark of hope, a source of might. But with control, its power grows. The fire within, only balance knows. Earth, water, fire, air, bound together beyond compare. One spirit, one light, one fight to win. The avatar's power flows within. Earth, water, fire, air, a legacy we all must share. In the balance, peace survives as the elements rise. Roots sweep through with graceful flight. Air's freedom soars beyond the sight. Spirits high, the sky their stage. Untouched by walls, unfazed by rage. A whisper softer, a gust so strong. In the breeze, the soul belongs. They fall for elements, one fate for all. From every corner, near and far, the avatar shines like a guiding star.
Hello. Welcome to tonight's session. We got Avatar Legends going on. I just realized I have the completely wrong setup for this really quick. So let me flip that around here. Get to the right. Hopefully we're still recording. There we go. All right, and then got to change the game title, of course, because it's not the right game unless we have the right game name up there, right? So. Welcome to tonight's Avatar Legends session. Session 12! We're calling this one Your Air Flows Like Mud. Because, that's funny, right? Someone tell me I'm funny, please! So, let's get a recap of what we did last session. What all's going on? What are your characters doing? How's their motivation going? The baby's still alive.
Are you muted, Younger?
I was going to say, you're talking, we can't hear you.
Falling out of the air in our Albatross airship or whatever into a war zone.
It was a blip.
And then we escaped on little, hot air balloons that we all tied together to form a net to catch the incredible Quan the Strawn, Mr. Human Bullet, as he propelled himself as a piece of metal, into crashing and leapfrogging into other airplanes until eventually, instead of, crashing he decided he was going to turn and jump off and into our net, which somehow succeeded. And then we got safely to the ground, just to find out that yeah, there's a war happening. And then we joined the war effort in support of the Fire Nation. My ancestors are frowning at me. Um,
I'm very confused.
and then we proceeded to do battle. We were victorious, and then we were told that we could go see one of the particular generals in regards to training our lovely Avatar companion. And then we get there just for him to say, like, yeah, I'm pretty good at fighting people, but I have like none of the ways of the elements really. But there's another guy that can help him with that, I guess. And then I spent my time getting beat up to learn how to poke people with sticks at faraway ranges.
You also missed a very key point there. We have revealed the Avatar's existence to this group of soldiers.
Oh, dear.
And the news is definitely spreading like wildfire.
I have
But-
Fireball currently going on in my head now, thanks.
You're welcome.
It's only slightly related.
But all that being said, you guys did 6 months montage training for the firebending stuff. So you all learned some cool techniques, or you guys learned a cool technique as a group. And then did you guys all get an individual one too, or is it just the group one? Do you guys remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for iron, that means you have 4 techniques to pick up. One of them is the universal one of them is the group one, and then was the other technique I gave you guys another universal, or was it a personal one?
It was a personal one, but like you explained to me, for instance, I think I was the only one who got 2 technically that time.
Oh, right, because you did the extra training with what's his face, and the
So
others chose
I
to
got
go.
the one from I'm sorry, Frozen's first character's father.
Tongue slaughter.
And he gave me pinpoint thrust as a learned technique. And then because you said I was learning how to fight with swords and stuff, we recommended like, oh, I'll switch it up because now I have hammers, swords, giant spear thing, glaive, whatever it's called.
The hammer is an arsenal.
I have a ball peen hammer, a claw hammer.
They're just different hammers. This one's a glaive hammer. Is that just a glaive with a rock at the end of it? Yes.
An extended hammer.
Okay.
My
So
favorite, it's my eating hammer. It's just a giant spoon.
only a spoonful.
Exactly.
That's
Proceeds to smash the roast with the eating hammer.
No, I made that with my strong hand. Anyway, terrible old references aside, you guys are in the Fire Nation capital currently. You've been living here for 6 months, kind of under the house of your teacher, for the exception of those that actually have houses here, which I think is just our handy dandy iron.
I wanted to go visit my parents. He's
Yeah,
gonna come with a very red mark on his forehead. His mom was not happy he ran away from home. She got out the shankla. He had to take his licks like a man, as much as he could.
well, it's been 6 months, so you've had plenty of time to repair any
walks-
damaged.
He walks back every time with a new red mark.
Isn't that kid 2.5 years old now?
No, because he was only a year, remember? So he's now like a year and a half.
I'm gonna keep track.
That's-
Gotta remember his birthday.
That's important, for sure. But yeah. So what's the plan? Again, you guys have made friends and connections here, so you have a lot of yada yada / I remember that I talked to this person potential. You know that your next goal is to get to the Air Nation to find a airbender that is sympathetic to your cause. You know the issue is a good majority of the Air Nation ain't having it. As they are their own kind of own entity, right? There's In the last war, it was everyone versus the Fire Nation. This war, it seems to kind of be a free for all, for the exception of the bow leavers, who are kind of a mix of everybody.
Sounds like a lovely time.
Well, we've had one major combat with them already, so you know they're not super far away. But over the last 6 months, I did the rolls for it last session, I believe. And they were only able to destroy like one Fire Nation town. So the Fire Nation is holding its own super well. But, as you guys will come to find out through the grapevine and whatnot, the bow leavers are kind of like the Hydra of the Avatar world. As you know, every time you cut off one head or destroy one army, two more pop out of nowhere. There is tons of defections and traitors constantly all over the place. And it is not safe, to say the least, for the majority of people. So, in the that aren't civilians, I should say. So all the combat eligible yahoos, they are dealing with the craziness that is war. So, air nations. There are 3 major outcroppings of air nations. There's one in the north, one in the east, and one in the south.
We're not going to the south, or oh wait, are we? It wasn't the one in the south where we were. That was like held by that creepy guy with all the bodies.
It wasn't in the Air Nation. That was in the Earth Nation. He was from the Air Nation, though.
Gotcha.
But as a side note, he might be there. Who knows? You guys would know that the northern air temples are the closest to you guys. Southern air temples aren't super close, but they're definitely within a couple days' flight. And then if you fly all the way across the world, you go to the eastern air temples.
Who have we pissed off the least?
As you guys as a group, I mean, where is Younger from?
That's a good question.
Looking through my stuff.
What war crimes have you gone through, Mr. Younger? Actually, no, this is a new character.
I believe I was from the north.
So, Younger's family is in the north. He would probably know someone that would be willing to teach. But if you guys remember, his family is aristocratic yahoos.
I lied. I'm from the south.
Okay.
Written right here.
How dare you? So, still remains the same. Aristocratic yahoos that are weapons dealers, essentially. But Younger, this would be a great time in character to be like, who do you know as a teacher? Is there someone that's worth their salt down in the Southern Islands? Or do you suggest going somewhere else?
If I roll 50 or higher, there's somebody worth it.
That works for me.
There's nobody worth it. They're all garbage.
Wait.
All of them.
This just... Are you like air nomad racist?
If they were good at airbending, don't you think I would have learned? Huh?
There might be a reason that you were not taught.
Well,
from what I heard, don't you have to be kind of like calm?
Called out.
Hey, what if it, predated that? Okay.
You think I was always like this? Babies getting shot out of airplanes made me like this, huh?
we knew you before you had a baby, says Terran.
What, you think this is my first airplane crash?
Yes.
I hope so.
If I roll above 50, it's not. It most certainly isn't. I rolled a 69.
You lost your virginity on one of your plane crashes. That's rough.
That would have been my first wife.
No, would have been. You can't be messing around in the cockpit.
Oh man.
All right. Anyway, moving on. So after that discovery that younger has been on multiple blimps, it is now probably a tad disconcerting to fly with him. You all now have a slight fear of flying with our handy dandy hammer.
We needed a reason to be afraid of our hammer flying.
He is no more near. So, according to him, though, the southern temples have no good teachers, at least of the traditional teaching application. Because obviously he found a teacher, but it was a weapons teacher. You'll also, Younger, go ahead and roll me a d6, and we'll see how many facts you get to reveal about the southern air temples.
D6, so not my D100.
No more of that for now.
A 5.
Wow. Okay. So, like you already said, not many good teachers there. They focus on weapons training. They are the collectors and where the rich, quote unquote, Air Nation yahoos are. The one thing that they do have down there is the sky bison. That's where they're bred at this point, but they're a protected species, and getting a hold of one is nearly impossible. Without the right financial kind of backing and whatnot. The other thing is, Younger's not welcome there.
Why am I not welcome? Because I can't fly?
Because that first plane crash. You landed in the governor's house.
You know what you
landed.
I was just trying to get home, dude. That was my dad.
That was my dad's
Do we
one.
get to answer this question?
Do we? But yeah, so his big suggestion is we stay away from his home because it is not where we want to go whatsoever. That leaves you two other options: the eastern air temples and the northern air temples. You'll know that the eastern air temples don't actually have a lot of air nation in them, as they were taken over shortly after the 100-Year War by I believe Earthbenders, because it's right next to the Earth Nation stuff, and it was kind of preserved more or less to have all the old Airbender stuff, but was not, right? And then to the north is the ruins of the Air Nation, as they call it. It's Aang's home temple, and that's where... Is it Aang's home temple, or am I doing that backwards? No, Aang's was in the south, right? Because he crashed by the water trap. So, sorry, northern air temples, instead of being restored, they have kind of been left to ruin. There are plenty of people that still live there, but it is... desolate is the easiest way to describe it. As the people that are trying to live there are doing their best to live traditionally, and it takes a while to craft and build when you're an airbender.
I'm good at building. Maybe we could do something, little scratch your back if I scratch yours or whatever.
Just tease them a little bit. Call them the skill issue, the gap.
You're gonna take a stun status for that. Why would you say that?
Man, I want to go see what the drama is down in the South Temple. So bad.
You're not the only one.
Well, you
You're
guys
just gonna
know.
dangle that in front of us? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you could go down there still. He could be talking out his butt.
Wow. I would never.
We hope he's not. We want the filthy blackmail.
So, Northern tribe, Eastern, sorry, Northern temple or Eastern Temple.
If I roll above a 50, Eastern Temple.
Okay.
I
What's
rolled
round
above
two?
a 50. I rolled an 86.
So,
Alright.
so Eastern Temple it is.
That's my vote.
Okay, that's the longest journey away, but because of all the saved information, it's a good bet that there's someone who is a scholarly type of master there.
Wait, I have a crazy statement, right? Where like Bo's people are in the north, right?
They're kind of all over the place, but they
Like,
started in the north.
Consolidated?
Is that
Yeah.
their headquarters? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes,
So
they,
like
they are based out of the north for sure.
so it probably wouldn't be the best idea to be like, ha ha ha, we are delivering the avatar.
But it's also a surefire way for you to get an experience point.
This is very true. I'm not that greedy though.
Yeah, so I mean, as a note, your
As a player.
avatar has already learned his hardest skill to master, which was the waterbending. Firebending was going to be relatively easy, and airbending shouldn't be too hard. But you're looking at anywhere from that 3 months to a year again for training before it's quote unquote mastered for him. So, if you go to the Northern Temples, you will have 3 months to a year's worth of chilling like a villain, hopefully training within striking
Training
distance.
on the battlefield.
That's a possibility. If you go to the Eastern Temple, you'll be relatively far away, and we'll say there's many more rich and valuable targets in between you and the Northern Water Tribe headquarters.
Ooh, good.
Did you just say target rich environment?
You know what? We've been saying this backwards. I totally goofed on this. You guys were in the north. It's the South Water Tribe that is doing the rebelling and being crazy and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So the north would actually be about as safe as the east. It's the Southern Water Tribe is literally right next to where Bo is, and that's the problem.
Okay, so we could go back there. My wife could visit her parents.
Yeah, because she's from the Northern Water Tribe.
Yeah. It's just
My
a short
wife
blimp
could
away.
visit her power. Does that mean you're not going with her?
No, I would be going
Just
to
gonna
the
push
airport.
her out of the plane as we go over.
She's
See ya,
fine, she's
honey.
Whataburger.
Hope you're good at waterbending at 5,000 feet. Ah! Good luck
Believe it or
finding the
not, your
cloud.
human body can only sink at the initial spot based off terminal velocity no deeper than 16 feet.
Ow.
Before it starts rising and then sinking again.
The first actually. Here it is.
Right, of the night. All right, team. I need a destination from y'all. Where do you guys want to go? They're different stories depending on where you hit. So
You guys know my vote. I want
Let's
drama.
go.
I want trauma. I want to go to where
I want to go where the people are.
youngest characters from.
Okay,
Wow,
so
If we
I
go to
agree
where
with
my
the
parents
drama
are,
and the
can I make
trauma.
my dad or my mom my
this-
quote unquote enemy?
it is the first session, and because it's so early on in the session, I will 100% allow you to change it as if it is the very beginning of the session. If
Okay,
you
awesome.
know you're going to go to your hometown, yes.
I have a childhood villain friend who used to beat me up with air bullets.
He's just gonna walk over there and smack the heck. Just beat him with a hammer. Just unprompted, show up to his house and beat him with a hammer. I don't
I
hear
have a
you
loving
saying
relationship
no.
with my father. It's my mother
Oh.
I'm worried about.
While I agree, the drama and the trauma sounds really enjoyable. Going where there's more reliably going to be a teacher
Is probably
seems
more
like a
important.
better use of our time considering
Yep.
the state of the world.
Yep. I'm going
Such a
with
killjoy.
You know, usually I'm right there with you. You know this.
Well,
But
I
things are
will.
getting out of hand, man.
I will also say it has been 3 years since he's been back, so the landscape of his, uh, his origins might be a bit off. But
My dad is now the ruling emperor rather than the governor.
Your dad was Bo the whole time.
Oh, plot twist, mother.
wait, you guys said his name
That's
was
why
Lord
he's got a
Bo.
vendetta against him.
Double plot twist. Bo is actually your son from the future. Come back to slay you.
From my first wife who died in the airplane.
She's still alive.
She's alive and divorced.
Younger heard "Till
Well.
death do us part" and was like, "Well, I'm parting, so you're dead." Finger gunned his way out the door. All right, so I still you didn't answer my question. We have one vote for Drama Llama, we have one vote for Make a Smart Decision, and we have 2 silent votes.
I vote for the East.
Okay. Iron Younger.
I'm going with the same vote that Frozen had.
East.
Reliable, trying to find it.
East side.
He just wants to beat the crap out of his childhood enemy.
That's the number 3. So
It's east. For an E.
It's East then.
we're going to the east, which is the farthest destination away. Which means your only option for travel at this point is another blimp.
I'm gonna use my moment of balance and cast yada yada.
Did your moment of balance work for this?
Hell no.
Okay, I was like, I thought we had to be in
Oh,
some kind of
no.
like some kind of combat. Someone's
a-
yada yada might work for this though.
For
Don't
me,
have it.
like as a guardian, I have to be sacrificing myself on behalf of somebody else, and I don't think that's paying this tariff to go around the world.
Well, I take that back. I guess technically you could take a boat because it's a round planet, I assume, and yeah, it's really not actually all the way across the world. I just have to reorientate the map, but that's difficult in my brain. So we're gonna get that.
Last
figured out.
time we took a boat, my friend died.
Last time we
So I
took
don't
a,
know which one's better.
I was gonna say, last time we took a plane, we fell out of the sky. So
We never died though. Everyone lived who we saw.
I was like, there's a lot of people that died. But to be fair,
Yeah.
there a lot of people died on the boat too. We just only cared about 1 or 2.
And,
Ter-
and
Terran-
you've had
Ter-
2
Ter-
plane crashes. We have worse luck on planes than we do on boats.
Actually, the last time we were on boats, one of us died.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, one of the player characters. Yeah, which are significantly more important.
Wow. Okay.
He said, he said, "Fuck you, Rook."
Ah. Ah. So, you guys are getting on a blimp again. You know where it's at. You're back in the station you should have landed in 6 months ago.
This one is the same serial number.
As the blimp that crashed.
Yeah, yeah.
Terran looks over and
It's a
says,
lot. They rebuilt it using the frame.
Do they get recycled? Like the number?
Yeah.
"Oh no, even better, even better. It is the same boat. They like you can see the damage in place that got ripped out, and it's like patch job work.
We'll put that there.
In the
That's
6
me.
in the 6 months it took to repair it, they have reissued it up to the sky, so it's good to go. They say.
Nope. I will wait.
Well, it's not going to the same place you guys are though. It's going back and forth between it and the northern.
Oh,
You guys just happened to see one, and it was oh no. The one you guys are on is right next to that, so you're, I assume, thankful.
Yes.
It's a little bit smaller than this one, but you'll notice that it is heavily armored. Like the last one was a transport vessel, was plenty big, had plenty of space. This looks like a gunboat, like middle of the 100-Year War gunboat. They tell you they have space for 10 people. You guys have 7, including the child and baby. So you are basically booking this out with a couple other random yahoos. The rest of the crew and other people are Fire Nation soldiers.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
So
Is this like special for us? They're like, oh, they have the Avatar. We're gonna escort them in this special military ship.
you haven't really asked. You just bought a ticket. This is your ticket. But as
Can
a
we,
note, as a note, you'll be flying over a good bit of ocean, and you'll know that the bow levers are very big fans of shooting things out down over the ocean, picking them up in the water and going from there.
You'd think they'd have like a underground train system or something.
Hasn't been developed yet. Avatar Tony Stark has not been born. That's the next Avatar.
Tony Stark. Got it.
So
can I like go to a balcony on the back of the ship?
you can. Where in the
That's
air
where I'll
flying?
be.
By the way, are you puking or just like chilling?
I'm chilling. I'm just looking down, seeing if we see any crazy ships.
He's aiming his projectile vomit. He
Is there
knows it's going
space?
to come. He's just trying to make sure it hits the most inconvenient spot.
All right, I'm gonna roll dice and see how this travel goes.
He's Air Nation. Why would he throw up in the air?
Oh, he also
So-
crashed a plane.
As you guys do your traveling and whatnot, this is a relatively uneventful thing. You do get buzzed by some
Oh.
planes at one point, but they picked the wrong ship. You guys see a small squadron fly in, kind of like they did before, and unlike last time, before these things even get to fire a shot off, the turrets on top of the thing just eat them alive.
Yeah.
Do we have space for
This is
Longshaw's
probably-
robot?
As a side note, yes, there is. You're able to travel with all your stuff. On a note, this is probably the first time you guys have seen legitimate flak cannons, and that's what these are.
Oh, that's not great.
Ooh.
That's concussive.
That's.
You can feel that all the way through this ship.
I need one of those. I want a concussive stick.
So, one of Fire Nation gunners later on your travels, you mentioned that while they're eating and whatnot. They go, "Oh yeah, there's a company down in the southern air tribe that was selling them. They're not anymore.
Bastards.
Well, you know, the most of the weapons facilities have been either captured or destroyed."
By the Fire Nation?
No, of course not.
Oh, I was gonna say congratulations. I was gonna say.
Nah, man, it's these bow levers. They're just in and out of everything.
Quan, you really don't gotta, point at the histories of everything, We're so far beyond that. We've moved past this.
Okay, I didn't hear this. They're giving me the
Everybody here,
news.
Temple, okay? I feel like I'm past it.
I wondered if it was first-hand account knowledge. That's all.
So, you guys will know from what you've heard of inside the Fire Nation is fighting strictly a defensive war. They are not pulling the same thing that they did in the 100-Year War. They are doing their best to be the better nation, quote unquote, right? They're also the only nation still calling themselves a nation and not an empire.
They're not trying to take over the world. Check.
Correct. They did that once. They learned their lesson, allegedly.
If this was anything like real history, they'd do it a second time.
And
I'm
then
joking.
become a very powerful democracy.
We're skipping the Hitler stage with the Fire Nation history. Is that all right? Are we allowed to do that?
It's one way to do things, I guess.
Chat, is that okay? Chat.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, that's so bad.
It's so bad. Hey, you know what I just realized though? We're not even live. We've been recording for a while now and didn't go live.
At least we did that.
I feel real dumb.
That's
We're gonna go live.
something.
We've been dead this whole time.
this whole time. I feel
It's
extra
all a
dumb.
dream.
Gosh dang it! That means they missed our dope song in the
Turn
first
to
30
death.
minutes of us talking. Which,
By the way, I need you to send me a copy of that song.
No, he needs to post the song to YouTube eventually.
well, we don't own the rights for that. We can't put it on YouTube. It's for personal use only. Dang it!
We need to add a little caveat at the end that is all us, so we can post it. And
No.
then I would watch it 1,000 times.
For those
I
of
would just
you,
have it on
Patreon.
so
where you have to
crazy.
pay
for
to
those of you
listen to
guys,
it.
right? For you guys watching this later, I'm not gonna go live. We're gonna just record this and put it on YouTube and call it good. You guys good with that tonight? All right, thank you.
Let me-
So, jumping into the next bit of our conversation. Sorry, you guys land at the Southern Air Temple, or sorry, Eastern Air Temple Airport. Port Air, whatever.
Oh
you wanna
no,
call it.
we've been rerouted by the government.
No. One thing you will know about these islands, comparatively to the rest of the Air Nation floating rocks, is it is one giant chunk of land, comparatively to a whole bunch of broken up smaller ones. So the three temples are on three of the mini peaks of these giant floating rock. And unlike the other floating rocks of the Air Nation, these are giant, right? So when they call the Air Nation stuff floating rocks, they're not actually floating; they're connected to the ground at some point. This giant piece of craziness is basically just a 30 peaked mountain. Is the easiest way to describe. It's a mountain range condensed to the size of, I don't know, half the mountain range. That makes no sense, but we're gonna go with it because it sounds good, right? There's definitely a fault line here, is what I'm trying to say. But you're here. You are at the Eastern Air Temple, the official one, right? And this is the one that was kept relatively intact for the 100-Year War. Was taken over by Earthbenders and kind of refurbished and reused, as no one knew how to do any of the airbending stuff. So all the airbending only areas have been reconstructed into Earth accessible places. And this is a very hodgepodge mixed location. There's lots of people here from all over the place. But yeah.
Have I traveled here in my history?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Then
So-
I would.
You would know, just as a note, that this is very neutral grounds for trading. Even in times of war, there's not really going to be conflict here, allegedly.
Nice. So where's the mayor at? Or the general of the peace land?
I believe you're looking for the word governor.
Governor? Where is the governor?
Actually, sorry, I take that back. An abbot? Yeah, you're looking for an abbot because the heads of temples are abbots.
Okay, well, if he looks like an old guy who's a sociopath,
Right?
that's who my enemy is.
That guy, that one in particular, huh?
Yeah, that
Okay. So, a nice old lady who looks like a sociopath comes up to greet you.
Is she bald?
Intentionally, yes.
Oh
Doesn't matter. She's a woman.
Is she who she appears to be, or is she wearing someone's face again?
This one appears to be wearing her own face.
Okay. Well, this is
Appears to
important
be.
because last time they didn't. Okay.
Fair, fair, fair.
She's the abbot.
I am the
Or
abbot,
can
she
take it.
says.
Oh.
I have been told that you carry the avatar amongst your party. And I am very much excited to meet you.
Assess the situation.
Roll it.
It's the Dolly Abbott.
5, 4. I got a 9.
Okay. Pluses or total?
Oh, that's with creativity. And my creativity is +1 to 10. Mwahaha.
So you get 2 questions on the assess the situation.
Is she who she says she is?
That is not one of the questions.
That is a part of my assessment. Just what should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout for? Well, you should be looking at the most dangerous thing around you at this point is all the armed guards. They're kind of at every corner here. They seem to be wearing neutral colors is the easiest way to describe them. They all have pretty mean looking rifles is the easiest way to describe what they have on them. Bayonets, some kind of scope
They
on
don't
them.
look like bow levers.
They do
in
not
disguise?
look like they, to your knowledge. But you got to remember, bow levers have the advantage of kind of having the everyone trait.
Kind
So
of
unless they're
everywhere, anywhere, all at the time.
yeah,
They just appear. I'm fairly certain they're just like potatoes. They just pop
What
out
is
of the
my-
ground magically.
Best way in. Like an in with the abbot.
feed her dinner through her stomach.
Bet. Would
You're
you like
married.
That doesn't no, just having like
You are married.
we have a group
I'm gonna tell your
dinner.
wife
Where's
on
my
you.
wife? My wife is here.
She's literally 2 feet away. She can.
We just got off the plane. Okay, we're hungry. We want some real food. Okay,
And you're
I
flirting
can
with
show
the
her
abbot is?
cuisine of my people.
Your wife
I
is
asked-
right here with your child in her arms, and you're flirting with the abbotess.
I was gonna say we could discuss this like over like can we discuss this all over dinner, like relax, have relaxed environment, it's been a long plane ride.
His wife leans over and kind of stares at him and says, "That sounds like a wonderful idea, honestly."
Thank you.
The abbess, on the other hand, says, well, I guess if it's for the avatar, which one of you is earthbender, firebender, waterbender? Actually, do we have a firebender right now?
No.
I guess not.
Yeah, the 3 guys who rode on
You'd have
I mean, technically speaking.
2 waterbenders, but
Technically speaking, the avatar is good. So, she points and goes, Airbender, Earth Nation, Water Nation,
Does she know I'm an airbender?
Water Nation, and then a baby who is yet to be decided. Interesting.
My child could have been the avatar.
Born too soon. So, yeah, I guess I can manage hosting for the lot of you. Come with me. She kind of whistles really quick, and you notice a swarm of lemur monkeys. Or what are they called? Little flying yahoos.
Weren't they just called lemurs?
They're called Zaboomafus with wings.
In the Zavumafus with wings. Those yahoos fly out in mass. There's got to be at least 30 of them, and they kind of just form a crowd displacing effect around her. No one wants to get in the way of the monkeys. So, you guys follow
Is
behind.
anybody else kind of sus of this lady?
That is not sus. That is the most well-trained flying lemurs the East has to offer.
The lemurs are only part of what's going on here. Did you see all the guards?
I mean, have you never seen a gun? I carry one on my hip all the time.
And that's still not the
once
point.
have you
But I'm
seen me
glad
pull
you're.
out this gun. We have been in a literal war, and I've preferred to hit people with my hammer.
That's one way to do it.
Well, we know that Long John isn't suspicious.
Any other comments between the lot of you as you follow behind her?
Nope. Just gonna keep going.
All right.
Nothing more than the fact that I don't use my gun proves that I have the care factor.
You know, before we all die here, I say, looking around, I'm really glad that we're all here together.
I turn. Darn it! We're going to dinner. That's all that's happening.
Terran's also going to turn around and be like, why are we all going to die?
Because this food is to die for.
Says the abbot, as it sounds like she could hear the entire conversation the entire time.
I lean over to Riff. If we're dying, it's definitely Duroc. I think I'll be fine.
Damn.
Can you guys just shut the fuck up?
I was
Shut
whispering.
the fuck up.
We're just gonna keep walking. He's just like, okay.
All right. So you guys make it to the dining hall. Or in this case, the personal dining hall for the abbot. There's about 20 other people there besides yourselves. So her joke about being able to feed 7 extra people was there's plenty of space. It's no big deal. The food they serve is delicious but simple. Think the best way. I mean, it's supposed to be Napoleon based, but because it's also mixed with Earth Nation, Fire Nation, and Water Nation, there's a pretty big assortment of how all the food is served. So Napoleon style foods, but with Chinese ingredients and additives from the other nations. It's the easiest way to think about it.
We got that creme brulee.
Creme brulee. There's no French people here. Get out of here.
Okay. This is really dumb and I apologize, but it's niggling at my head.
Uh-oh.
Is it Napoleon or Nepalese?
It's Napoleon. Neither. It's French.
No, gosh dang it.
It's not Nepalese, that's for sure.
It's
No, not nipple. Nepalese.
I know what I said. I know what I said. Anyway,
the
let's go get
options?
something to eat, please.
Napoleon, Nepalese.
I'm gonna go.
Napoleon.
Riff's gonna go walk over and start like. Is there like a line for getting? Food?
No.
You said
There's
you
places to
okay.
sit, right? It's like a. It's
No, I know. Is it just like a serve yourself, or is it like they come to you?
No, it looks like there will be people serving the food.
Okay, then he's just gonna.
What kind of
sit down.
barbarian
I thought
establishment do
you
you
said,
take
like,
this for? The Earth
food
Nation?
hall, and I thought like a cafeteria.
Yeah, think
The
of more
fuck?
like.
What am I catching strays for?
Think of more like a
They got
Viking
space all over
longhouse.
the Earth Nation.
Okay, then in that case, he's just gonna sit down and let everybody else bicker.
Okay, as you do so, one of the lemurs comes up to you and hands you a small fold of paper. It seems to have items and food on it.
Gonna read through it.
Oh shit! They got
I
creme
have the
brulee.
menu. Come on, sit down already.
You notice that there is a small sticker-like object in the top corner that you can place next to any one of these little boxes.
Ah.
What are like
Uh,
extremely aerated foods besides like marshmallows?
Aerated, like just fluffy.
Why does it have to be aerated?
Like a souffle, popcorn.
A Sauvignon?
That's a wine.
No,
I'll drink
You
bread.
said aerated.
it's a
I'm just
sauce,
like, why
maybe.
are we talking about like London eggs or something like that? What the hell?
I don't know. He asked the question.
Any kind of
Anyway, enough
Any
air
bread.
raids.
Okay, bread.
It's not
Lots
the
of
London
bread.
Blitz anymore, so I'm gonna
I'm
probably
definitely a
just get
bread eater.
something simple like steak and eggs. Or
All right, all of you get a
Potatoes.
benefit from eating this food. Go ahead and roll me just a. Let's see here. We're gonna push your guys' luck.
D100.
Push your luck.
I don't want to push my luck.
You're pushing your luck. I'm making you make a roll. There will be consequences to this food, but there could be bonuses.
13.
Let's go. All right.
I
all right.
got a 7.
Okay, that's still a pass.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I rolled a 1 and a 4 plus 2.
Dang.
I got a 10.
Okay, you're good and get bonuses.
8.
What about my wife?
Okay, now don't worry about your wife. She's fine. So younger, you're negative, for your pushing your luck here.
Two.
What? Anyway, for all of you, because of the style of the food that you're having, you will all have a -1 to whatever your next roll is, as it is jumbled up your stomach. But for those of you that got the 10 plus, you are able to make friends while you are here. So go ahead and roll me a d6 and see how many connections you make at the table. For the two that made your, whatchamacallit? 2! Okay. Sounds about right for you.
I don't need new friends. I got a wife.
1.
Okay, wow. Low rolling. All right, so both of you need to roll me an odd even roll for both of your friends. So 2 rolls for you, 1 roll for you.
I got 5s back to back.
Hey, you made 2 monkey friends. So 2 of the lemurs are now your friends. As you have been petting on them and giving them extra food and things like that. Congratulations.
I got another 1.
Hey, you also got an odd. You made a monkey friend. So in total, the group has 3 monkey friends that might come in handy later. That's all you need to know. So
Let it be known that as Kang is making friends with these guys, he is petting them, and his voice is getting deeper and deeper as he says, "Monkey, monkey."
no, not like these. God, now I need to play that. God, no. It's in my head. I need to get it out. How dare you? Anyway, pushing forward.
I'm glad that I managed to just. I heard it coming and I started to dissociate to try and stop that from stuck in my head.
Why did you save
I missed
me?
something, apparently.
Why did you save me? Monkey.
What?
Don't worry about it. It's a meme. It's a meme. I'll make
It's a
you watch it
real
later. It'll
good
be great.
meme.
All right. So, yeah, all of those are just stupid funny for no good reason.
Dude, they're lemur.
So you have 3 lemur friends as a group, just as a note. You finish dinner, and the abbot walks down the table, and I don't mean like walks down the table and next to you. She's literally walking on the table, and sits kind of like right next to your guys' food and just kind of takes a polite squat right in front of y'all. How do you?
Is that normal?
You would say no, but this is also, the person in charge here. So call them on their BS at your own peril.
She does this to show that she has more authority than you. That's why she's
I don't
taller.
like toes in my soup. Would you mind moving?
I would. Now, I politely let you all have dinner at our handy dandy eating lounge here. I have still yet not had my question answered. Which one of you is the Avatar? From my understanding, it should be one of you two, and she points at the Earth Nation Yahoos.
This is
Uh,
so hateful.
I have no idea which one of you two it is, but I'm pretty sure it's one of you. Was I correct earlier when I called out where you guys were from?
Nope.
No? Where are you from?
The uh fire capital.
Oh,
To be
interesting.
fair, you would not expect a waterbender to have lived in the fire capital and grew up there.
Ah, I see. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Very steamy.
Sodas are very popular over there, yeah.
Younger, what's your last name?
Fang,
Fang?
right?
Do not
Yeah.
dog
My name is
yourself.
Lon John Fang.
Fang. Okay. Mr. Fang, you have not introduced yourself, by the way.
How does she know my name? You know
It's
my dad?
bad
Do I look like my
manners.
dad?
You do look like
We got
your
the
fa-
same.
you,
We got the same hairline.
well, what's left
Receding.
of you? What's
I
left
actually have hair. If you don't remember, I actually have hair, unlike
Yeah.
most airbenders.
Yeah, right.
I'm actually bald, so I fit in here.
right. She goes, yes, you look just like him, except for he has considerably less hair than you at this point.
It's the stress.
It might have also been the fire.
Oh, he got burned recently. He hasn't. I've been away. I got a wife across the world.
Ah, so you haven't heard what happened to your... Oh. Oh.
Well, feel free. I'm already at dinner.
Yeah, well, I just didn't expect me to be the one to explain this to you. I thought you would be in the know. Your family's operations headquarters, whatnot, was seized by Bo Lever some time ago. And as a demonstration, I believe your family home was burnt to a crisp. I don't know if your family members are dead or not, but they were definitely well, they're not rich anymore, we'll say that.
Oh. Well, what can I say? Besides, maybe don't kick out one of the strongest members of your house, and you won't get burnt down to the ground.
Ah, is that how you tell your side of the story? Your father speaks very boldly of you.
Oh, in a positive or negative light.
Depends on how much he's been drinking. Which the last time I saw him was a lot, so generally positive. But anyway,
I wish he's
mm,
and that
but
this war comes to an end, and I'll kill Bo with my own hands when I get the chance. So
you will kill Lord Bo with your own hands?
yeah,
Oh, shit.
he'll be Lord. He'll be Lord of
Oh, shit.
of the mud.
But why though? Why do you wish his death?
Just we got some history.
What kind of history?
Assess the situation.
Sure.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oblivious as fuck.
Okay, you have no idea what's going on.
Like I rolled ones on everything.
That's
While he's talking, I definitely want to assess the situation because I heard her say Lord Bo.
he's a known lord. I don't know why you're freaking out about that, but sure, roll. See what you can find out.
Too much respect on his name. What is this shit?
That's fair.
Exactly.
Oh, and I'm at a -1.
Ah, wow. So you're at actual what?
I'm at 2
You're at the.
because I was +1, -1.
Oh, that's
So I
rough.
got an actual 2.
12. Even with -1, it's still 11.
Okay, that's 2 questions on the table.
Who or what is in the greatest danger?
You.
Him specifically or me?
Specifically, or just us, entirely as a
The
group?
group. Second question.
What should I be on the lookout for?
The gun.
All the guns pointed at you through the windows. Yes.
All right.
Somebody gonna grab my shoulder or what? As I continue to blunder and say that I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
drown
gonna
Lord Bo
smack
in
you
the
upside the
blood
back of the
his
head
own
right
burnt
now.
down establishment of his hometown.
I'm smacking him on the back of the head right now. Hold up.
So I'm the Avatar.
You're the Avatar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Earthbender. Yeah, it's me.
Oh, well, good to meet you. Terran, right? Is your name then?
Why do you know that? That's suspicious.
I know a lot of things. News travels through here pretty frequently. So if you're Terran, that makes you Kwong, and she points at Terran. And then you are. Oh, what is your
I am
name?
Long John Fane.
Right, Mr. Fang. I knew that. just over here introducing yourself to someone who already called you out on your name earlier, but whatever, it's fine. That would make you Rith, right? 2 parents, 2 households, right? Yes. And then that would make you the prodigal Derek. Is that how you say your name? Oh, it's goof up water.
Darek.
Darek, my apologies, Darek. Well, that means you're here for a teacher, yes?
No, we were just stopping by.
People don't just stop by the East Temple. They come here for things.
We did. We came. We saw. Now we'd like to leave.
Oh, I have a question. Have you seen Abbott, whatever his name was?
I gotta go to the notes. 10 seconds here. We have that somewhere, I think.
Because Abbott's a pretty tall title.
Yes.
So I'm under the impression there's only 3 of them.
Well, remember the abbot is just the head of whatever temple it is. So since this is the main East temple, this is the main East abbot.
Gotcha.
Festival of Embers, Lost Temple, Spook of Spirits, Shark Beaver, blah blah blah. We didn't write his name down. Son of a gun.
Story of every
I did at
DM's
one
life.
point, but I
used a
think I
random
erased
name
it.
generator and I didn't write it down.
I was gonna say
Abbott of the Spirit Temple. Blah, 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 blah. I say his name and
yeah. So his name was Abbott Aboli, if I remember correctly, something with an A. We're gonna go with Aboli. So Abbott Aboli is who you ask about, and she goes,
his name was Abbott McKick.
McKick. Oh man, Aboli was one of the other names. Okay.
I asked about Abbott McKick.
You are curious about the undead abbot?
Undead Abbott.
Yeah. A couple years ago, he is said to have been killed in a fight, and then he came back and started possessing people's bodies. He appears in various temples from time to time. Last I heard, he was in the southern temples causing havoc.
Oh, the place that just got bombed?
Well, not just, but yes.
Oh. Okay.
And I
So
wouldn't
you
say
don't intend
I
on
wouldn't
doing anything to stop him? Or anything like that?
not until he comes into my domain.
Okay, but you do intend to stop him if he does.
Would I be a good leader without trying to protect my people?
Oh, obviously not.
Mm.
But it seems that you got your head on straight. It is
Yeah.
completely oblivious.
So I have your names now, which is good. You know, they say knowledge is power. And you said you are leaving already. Do you have an airship booked? Do you need help with that? Or are you just here to meet me? Because you just got off the airship.
Yeah, we know. Just came and saw, and now we're gonna go. We'll just get back on the same airship. It'll be okay.
Back
Just
on.
back our happy ass up slowly and leave.
I mean, you could do
I
that,
turned just like confused.
except for the airship that you came in on had some technical issues and won't be taking off for a day or two.
Oh well, that's okay. We already have rooms on there. You know, it'll be okay.
You guys really want to go visit my dad, don't you?
I look at him, my eyes wide, and try to get the look of just shut up and go along on my face.
Catch up.
Yes, it's very apparent. Well, I mean, you are free to go if you would like. Or
Thank you.
you could stay here at the Longhouse or the temple grounds for until the at least until this is done, and maybe I can find you someone who is of appropriate skills for what you need.
I appreciate
turned to
the offer,
Quan.
but I would really be much more comfortable back on the ship. Sure, we all would, actually.
Oh
I don't want
Damn
to
it.
say anything.
Oh no. Okay. Terran looks over and says, "All right, Kwong, let's get out of here." Fuck.
All right, Kwong, no problem. Counter fuck.
Good.
Speak the third person, you freak! As I begin noisily eating whatever it is that's in front of me. Near her toes.
You have long since finished your meals.
I was like, what
Does
are
that
you
mean I
still
do not
eating?
get second?
We're all standing up and trying to back away.
Again, there seems to be no resistance, but those of you that rolled really well will notice that your lemurs are messing with several of these gunmen. All right, time for the rolls as the windows
Son of a
burst forth.
bitch.
Yeah, there it is.
I would like to use my moment of balance to pull the table and throw it against the window and prevent them from being able to harm my friends. Because
At
it's a
the
metal
very
table.
least, you smack them when they come in.
This is a cutscene, so no.
But it's a moment of
Damn
balance.
it.
It's not meant for cutscenes.
No, it's meant for well, when are moments
Combat.
about? Yeah, they're technically a move. I think.
When you take an action in accordance with your values and principles, one of my values and principles is caring. I care about my people, especially my child and my wife.
I hear
But we
you.
didn't even get to advance in attack and defense and all that yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So-
this is
They
literally just a
observe.
cutscene. You guys can do things without attacking by using your rely on skills and training. And that's the first thing you're gonna do is roll one of those rolls to see if you get blasted. But since you have 3 monkey friends helping you out specifically, one of you gets a plus 2d roll and one of you gets a plus 1.
All
Do we have
right,
to
let's
roll
go.
to
Now
counter fuck
I
ourselves.
I will note that both of you can transfer those monkeys to someone else essentially if you would like. But for now, you guys are the ones to get the pluses.
My circus, my monkeys.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
Roll your
What was it
rolls.
again?
Skills
and
and training. Yep.
I lost my dice.
That's not good. Terran's over here killing it. He's ready.
I rolled a 9 with my +1, which saves me. It's a 10.
Perfect. Perfect. You do it without any problem whatsoever.
8 and 6, so I think that's a hit and a miss.
Wait, 8 and 6?
Oh, sorry, it's a +2. I rolled twice and I added once each. So it's 9.
Okay.
Yes.
9 total?
no.
9 total with
Then
pluses.
you succeed. There's just a setback.
Guess who's a failure? None other than me!
Oh,
Long
no.
John Fane!
Long John Fang, you getting shot.
I mean, you
Um,
failed to notice the ambush coming. Just kept running your
Or
mouth.
you guys are leaving, and I stand up, and it's just like gunshot through the chest.
And you're
Catch
dead.
the
No,
bullets
just
with
kidding.
your gun.
Wouldn't that be the worst way to end the character? Just immediately. You've been shot, you die instantaneously. What you will take,
Oh, right in front of your child.
right? Is a combination of 5 strain or conditions. Your choice.
Holy shit.
It's a bullet. It
Or,
hurts.
so it's not and?
No, or 5 total things. You pick the combination. It can be all fatigue or it can be all brain fart here. Sorry, conditions or whatever. Right? It's your choice. Or the combo of 3 and 2, or however you want to split it up.
All of us?
No, just the younger so far, and then we'll see if
Damn
Iron
it.
failed or not.
Believe it or not, I might be slightly troubled.
I was so excited to get some free fatigue.
Don't worry, next round I get you. Oh, also, you see the abbot just get nailed. Just
She got shot?
right in the head.
Oh, this is X-rated.
Could I
I mean, she was standing on the table in front of you guys, kind of an
so I
easy target.
couldn't activate my moment of bowance?
Not before the first initial pew-pewing.
I don't see that written in the rules, but okay.
Has Iron rolled yet?
I don't know. Waiting
I
on
did.
him. What'd you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay, so you succeed, but take a little bit of setback, a little bit of oof. So, you just take 2 fatigue like you took a strike, essentially.
Okay.
I have to change that, because you can literally just take a fatigue to negate the consequences of failing your skills and trainings if you roll a 7, 9. So, you can take a condition or a fatigue, your choice. And you guys are now running. This is an escape sequence. So you're not fighting, you are running. You know you were outgunned. You just watched someone die in front of you, and younger, you just watched yourself get pewed pretty hard. Do you want me to roll a body parts die to see where you got pewed at?
Oh, sure, why not? As long right in the head, I'm gonna take a earshot, you know.
Shot. You're gonna trump it up. Got it. Left hand.
Well, it was good.
The enemy cannot fire their weapon if they don't have a hand to shoot with.
That was my trigger hand.
Did you take any conditions there,
I
younger?
took 3 conditions.
What'd you take?
I took secrets. Lots of secrets. I'm troubled and insecure and guilty.
Ah, perfect.
If only I had made her not sit on the table, she could have not died.
So when he takes a condition, I can mark a fatigue on myself
Why would
Okay.
you do that?
as a protector's burden.
That's
Do I not take the condition then?
Hold on, I thought it was Terran that was your person.
I had to re-roll at the beginning of every sesh, so I can just move it.
I'm back in your good
Yeah,
graces.
I have to roll if I want to keep it.
Aw.
That's too funny. Okay, so you have successfully protected Younger slightly. So Younger, remove one condition. Kwong! Take one fatigue.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
He still gets shot in the hand, so you know, mostly hurt, but you kind of pushed him a little bit, so it didn't shoot him in the face. Wife and child.
No, they're gotta be okay.
They do not. No one is safe right now.
Yes, they do.
Start throwing
I gotta.
Oh, okay.
Not that kind of
Throw
television
hammers,
show.
John. Throw
You're good.
hammers.
Chat,
You're good.
let it be known, chat.
You're good. She rolled a 10, and the baby is not rolling because he's being held. So, your wife is super stud as per the usual. I'm also.
Your wife's cooler than you are, bro.
Right? Yeah, so you'll actually see that she puts up a super thick ice wall just instantaneously. She's fine, but you guys are running because they're not even worried about her. They are worried about you. The second volley of pew-pewing occurs. You guys now get to pick what skill you would like to roll. If you take assess the situation, there will be a negative consequence. If you take plead, there will be a negative consequence. If you take the help action, there will be good for someone else, but you will take a negative consequence. If you try to intimidate, you will automatically. I'm sorry. That's a fair option. If you push your luck, it's a fair option. If you rely on your skills and training, also a good thing. If you guide and comfort, this is also a good choice. And if you do a trick, also a good choice. So as long as you don't plead, help, or assess the situation, you're good to go.
Question.
Answer.
This seems pretty dangerous.
Yes.
I feel like in order to protect my friends, I would like to activate my moment of balance and hold the giant metal table against the wall to prevent them from getting shot at anymore and potentially taking more damage in the future after my friends have escaped.
Okay. That would be great if they weren't firing from both sides.
Are we
They're
allowed
not.
to fight?
They
Can we do
they
combat?
they are. No,
Well,
you are.
my
You
moment of balance
are.
doesn't really give a shit about how many sides there are.
Okay, but
He really wants to use his moment of balance, boss.
I feel this, but I don't feel like it's an appropriate situation. This is we're
It
running.
literally is if it is like an impending doom and you throw yourself into the fray. This seems like the definition of that.
I'm gonna look. Give me 10 seconds.
You knock down every wall in the world, but balance isn't found in the conquest destruction. You know some of the walls need to stand to keep people safe. Tell the GM how you put yourself directly in the path of an inescapable threat to completely protect someone or something from harm. Completely.
I hear that.
But hold on. The key word is inescapable threat.
He said they're on all sides or whatever.
Yeah, they came through into that room on all sides, but we are still able to run away.
Yeah,
That's what the cutscene sequence we're doing right now is us fleeing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're meant to get away. This isn't like you're pinned in a corner. You are able to escape.
Okay then.
What about my one that says, tell your GM how you put your own life on the line to defeat a villain or danger that seems unstoppable. This danger we're not stopping, right?
I mean, again, not technically unstoppable, but how would you stop them? What would you do that would would slow them down any better than Younger's stepping in the way with the thing.
Are there bullets made of metal?
Yes.
Well,
Their guns are.
He could bend all their barrels. I mean, he could stop. He could
yeah.
do a Neo at the end and stop all the
think-
bullets.
I think me and Terran can Magneto this.
Would you like to combo wombo both of your guys' moments of balance to protect others and yeet enemies at the same time?
Could I
technically have
assist
two
them
moments
with
as
this
well.
engulfing technique?
We are not fighting. You cannot use techniques.
This is literally a fight if they're magnetoing bullets at people.
They are shooting at you. You are running away.
I pull my gun out. Now we are fighting.
Your bloody hand. You just look. If you put your gun through your bullet hole, it holds it steady.
Jesus.
Exactly.
I want you to have like an empty chamber, and I want you to turn your gun in such a way where you're reloading your gun with their bullets.
Anyway,
Give me
so
the Ginkata.
you guys would like to both burn a modem of balance to basically yada yada and not run away?
I think we're still okay to run away. I think we just don't want bullets to chase us. Right?
Yeah.
Am I reading? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're doing a moment of balance instead of any other rolls is what you are wanting to do here.
We don't want any more fatigue or conditions. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you guys each of you burn up a moment of balance on your character sheet. So one for the session. And
What
with
was the growth session?
huh?
What growth did we have last session?
Whatever I told you after the game.
I didn't write it down.
That's
We
not
had
what I
one
got.
for the group, and you had one for yourself.
Okay. That means I've unlocked a second moment of balance.
Conveniently. So between someone trying to be the Hulk and jamming tables in the way of stuff and things, and someone else who has decided that if you just bend the barrels of most guns just enough they explode, you guys are able to deter the pewing long enough for you to run away. You have left Younger's better half and his small child behind, mostly for their protection.
What?
They were targeting you. They did not seem to care about her.
We can't just abandon our wife. My wife.
Who of many different people did you manage to piss off today?
You don't
Pretty
know.
sure these are Believers.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Unless
So-
it's the Abbott McKick.
The dead abbot.
Yeah.
Just out here throwing hands for no good reason. So, as you guys make your escape, you hear several of these yahoos speaking a language one of you knows very well. It's basically thieves' cant. It's triad talk.
What the fuck are they saying?
So they are complaining about missing their target and their guns jamming and all this other fun stuff. But again, it's really just a fancy way of talking so no one else understands what's going on. In the hopes of you would know that it's in the hopes of no one understands that their guns are jammed. So they're just pointing broken guns at you, going bang bang, bang bang.
We're not orcs.
You are not orcs, but
What is an orc?
you're still running away nonetheless. So I need the two of you that rolled your moments of balance to roll me a d6.
Work.
I got 3.
Okay.
Got
Any
5.
bonuses?
Nope, just a d6. Okay, so a total of 8. You guys run for 8 minutes, right? You are 8 minutes away from the crime scene by the time you stop and kind of recoup. So, triads were shooting at you guys for some reason. What would you like to do?
Cop.
Motherfucking triad. I thought they're just speaking our language. I didn't know they're wearing the same outfit that I wear. Guys, I'm sorry. We gotta go back.
What?
You'll know that the triad. There's lots of different triads. They're not necessarily your peeps.
It's one of 3 triads. That's why it's called a triad.
You shut the fuck up.
I would think you would know this being a part of them.
Hmm. I think it's just. Yeah, I think
They
it was
always
just a
try
typo.
add. They never try subtract.
We tried to
Yes.
subtract a couple times. We killed a few people.
Try to divide.
We have
Can't even
subtracted from the
multiply?
population.
Anyway, weird math jokes aside, I want you to know that was all in character. By the way, he's just over here. His wife and child are gone, and he's over here like triad divide.
I want to like. I would have wanted to protect my wife.
She had it handled.
Remember, she's
If
cooler
we're
than
jumping
you.
onto an airship out of here, I don't want to just abandon them and then have them be held as hostages against my will.
The airship,
Like that would be.
the airship is in for repairs, like the abbot told you.
Who knows if that's true? Probably because she just got shot. But my point is I would have asked to meet her at some point at some place.
You could, yes, we can totally cutscene that you're like, meet me at the airship. That's fine.
Or wherever.
That's literally the only place you know here. Well, actually, no,
Mhm.
you've been here before. Is there anywhere
Yeah.
you would have told your significant other to meet you at later?
Go to the police station. They can keep you safe. I
Okay,
don't know.
okay,
Get
if that's what you say.
If you see people who look like that, don't go there.
So, now that we've internally resolved that, what's your next plan of action here?
Do I have a contact here in the air temple that I've never been to?
You might know a guy.
All right. Well, I'll make sure that I've got my badge of authority about me, and I need to figure out why the fuck there's triads shooting on us.
So you go to the market. Is the easiest place to go to, as the person you know is a vendor that you know travels here pretty frequently. I'm going to see if he's even here, but that's who you're going to try and meet. You're in luck! And he's not super far away from the entrance. You see your old friend. We're going to call him Duck. Duckley. Duckley is your friend. At least that's the name he goes by. He's called this because he has a ridiculously long neck and a very large nose. Can't miss him in a crowd.
I think I roll passion here.
You don't need to roll anything. He's just there. You see him.
He just appears out of the
He,
smoke.
he loads in. The fog of war is gone, and Duckley stands at his stall, selling his wares.
So I would go up to his stall. What is he
Mhm.
selling?
He's a purveyor of old artifacts and various other recreations. You know that it's a cover for would be illicit items. Most of the artifacts are hollow, and inside them contain other things. So, generally, the only people that buy stuff from him are random tourists and or triad people.
And it costs them 3 coins to represent the triad. Because nothing here is for sale for 3 coins.
I'm like in a full stomp, and then I'm gonna catch myself real quick and look about and speak to my party. Uh, okay. I'm gonna do a thing that I usually don't do, guys. Not in front of you.
You're going to talk to women?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Are you gonna cry?
Mind
Anytime
blown.
anyone
Like
in
the
this
abbot.
entire group has talked to a woman, it's always ended bad.
Well, typically I don't talk to women, so
Yes, this is why I'm hoping this is the exception.
I have to make this exception for you guys.
You are appreciated. We will remember your sacrifice in the storied halls of Valhalla.
You're
No,
gonna
no, no,
ask.
no, no, no. Hold. You're coming with me.
Ah, please.
I want to meet your
Okay.
girlfriend.
Is it just Rith, or is it? He's just like, I'm gonna take the normal one in the group.
Hey.
I turn to the three of you, and I say, I'm gonna do something that I'm really uncomfortable doing, especially in front of you guys. And Rith is the first person to speak, and I just grab a hold of your wrist, and I'm like, come with me.
Darren
Come,
says, "Yeah." I mean, let's
I don't
please.
have much of a choice. I'm
I
just like
appreciate you.
being dragged along.
Awesome. You got this.
So, what are you doing that is making you uncomfortable?
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Duckley,
Mhm.
and I am going to take one of his falsified artifacts,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna ask Duckley. So how much does this cost?
Are you looking for the outside price or the inside price there, friend? Also, how have you been? Oh my goodness, it's been so long, Kwong. What are you doing in town?
I wonder if there's any bandages around here.
I'm not great. One of my friends got hurt bad, and I could use a safe house.
Safe house here in East Temple? You're crazy. Nowhere's safe. Abbott has eyes and ears everywhere. Not to mention the stupid red lotus that are all about.
Capital Q Quasi.
Somebody.
You don't have a place where we can lay low? You don't have a home or anything like that? You know, somewhere we could crash?
He looks at his cart. I mean, you're free to stay here, I guess, but not super protected. Though I do have an old Airbnb buddy, maybe perhaps that could be amendable to helping some young folks out.
He's not one of the Abbott's people, is he?
That sounds great.
That's a fair question, and I don't really know the answer. I know he's a friend of mine, but that doesn't mean he doesn't work for the Abbot. Most people here work for the Abbot. You know what I mean?
I don't think we gotta worry
Oh,
about that.
the
Do
Abbot's
you work
dead.
for the Abbott?
I mean, you know,
The Abbot's dead.
Well,
the
the
Abbot's
version of the Abbott that we saw died. That doesn't necessarily mean the Abbott is dead.
That's undermining what I'm trying
I
to do
can
here.
verify as I lift my
Yes.
my punctured hand. The abbot is most certainly dead.
yeah. Big fat lady.
Was she fat?
No, she
Oh.
was not.
Then the Abbot's fine.
Oh,
Told you.
Wait. Did you mean the Temple Abbot or the Abbot?
The Temple Abbott.
Oh no, Temple. No, different lady. The Temple Abbot's dead. Shit. Okay,
Yeah. Killed by a bunch of guys with guns gunning for us.
that would be the Red Lotus we talked about. Also, why are they gunning for you? And the Abbot apparently. Well, I take that back. I know why the Abbot's dead. She was.
Listen,
lot
the
of
more
fingers
you
and thighs.
know, the more more dangerous it is for you and people that you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure, but I'm gonna be gone in 2 days, so whatever.
Okay, I've been going around the fucking planet for 5 years and I've been chased all about the place. I don't think traveling really is the safety net you think it is. Oh, and just FYI, it was Triad that did it. So the Red Lotus doing it, everywhere.
The Red Lotus are triad.
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh,
yeah, they're everywhere. What they're saying is that nowhere's safe if the Red Lotus is trying to kill us.
right. That makes sense. I apologize. Okay, there's a lot of them here, though.
It's fine.
I would say
Who's the Who's the guy though? Who's the guy that you know, so we can
Oh,
patch my friend up?
yeah, Swiffy's on the outskirts of the temple. He is a what do they call it? A natural stonemason. He's not an earthbender, he's an airbender, and uses the old techniques they used to use.
Cool. Can you help us get there? Do you have a way to point it out?
Yeah, I'll take you over there.
All right, Ducky.
All right. He looks at you and says, "Just so you know, you owe me one for this."
Okay.
All right, cool beans. And he starts walking. He takes you to a small little cabin kind of on the outside of the city, and you notice there's a under construction sign on the far side away from it. He kind of ignores that sign and walks into looks to be a made up shack here. And on the inside is a middle-aged airbender, kind of just sleeping in a chair. You'll see Quackley tap him on the shoulder, and he startles up and, hey, what's up?
I
So
keep
out
giving you
of
an
character.
opportunity to make a bunch of girl characters, and you haven't taken it once.
Am I supposed? Sorry, is it supposed to be a girl? Do you want me to change Swifty to a girl?
Well, I mean, that's the reason why I'm holding on to Rith for dear life.
Oh, I'll get you later. Don't
My
worry.
arm is starting to lose circulation, but I'm not going to say a single word.
It's been 45 minutes.
Long
Out of character, is this a bad time to remember that I mastered refresh and could have used it?
maybe.
This would be the time.
To
It's
be
not like
fair,
we have another way to
I
help
also
him.
have refresh mastered.
You
So I
Yeah,
could
I-
just be over here keeping him not sweaty right now. while
We
he's-
both could have just been like, "Oh, right, waterbending, magic
listen,
healing."
I'm being supportive for Kwang. He's
Right.
going out on the limb here.
He
He's
can't.
doing
He
something
can't
he's not
breathe.
used
Somebody heal me.
I don't know like how reasonable it is to be running and healing at the same time.
Probably not
It's
very.
not.
It's
So
not-
you guys get a couple seconds, and Deckley makes his introductions and all this fun stuff, and he says, "I'll see you tomorrow. Come by. I might have something for you that I need a little help with." Swiftly on the other hand, oh yeah, so how you boys doing?
Are,
Honestly,
are
we've
boys
had
about
worse
to-
days.
Are boys about to die? He's bleeding out of a lot of holes.
It looks
Oh,
like
I'm gonna
sit
right.
him down.
You have
I'm
some
gonna bleed out.
water?
Of course. Here you go. He has a bucket.
And I'll do refresh on his hand.
You guys got
How
double
bad is
refresh,
it?
right?
How refreshed am I?
So
Well, with one refresh, you can clear 3 fatigue or 2 conditions.
Oh shit! That's a hard choice. So either way, I'm clearing 2.
Yeah, but like
Because you
this
only
is
have 2 fatigue. Got it.
this is like cutscene, not in combat. So like we could do
Oh,
this a
this-
couple times, and
Clear my 2 fatigue.
okay,
Thank
you do so. You notice that the hand still hurts, but there's not a hole in it anymore. So that's a positive. But there's definitely a big old scar there.
I got that. While
Builds
eating dinner.
character. Fell
I
down the
got
stairs.
this scar sitting at a table minding my own goddamn business. Sorry.
Swifty, right? What's his name?
That's me.
Goddamn Swift.
We would it bother you to hear that the temple abbot's been murdered by the Red Lotus?
I don't like those combinations of words put together, to be honest with you. Not the end of the world, but I'm sure the abbot's going to be mad that the abbot is dead. And when the
Maybe
abbot's
she'll
mad,
put
I gotta
crack
deal
down
with
on
stuff.
the red lotus.
Oh, she will, which means I'm gonna have a busy weekend cleaning up messes.
Oh, is this guy a cleaner?
That'd
What
be
This
me.
guy
is
put
That'd be
bodies in
me.
what is
bags?
one less
Oh,
than a
shit.
triad?
We
Is it a
are-
dyad? Like if you took out one of the ads? I'm just curious.
Terran's over here like, what? What do you think a triad is?
It's 3 organizations, right? So like what would it be if it was only 2 of those same organizations?
It's 3 families put together.
Yeah, so what if like one of the families was gone?
Then
What would it be called?
Would
Then
the
it would be a
would the
triad.
entire family be dead?
Sure. Yes,
Okay.
in this
In this imaginary situation, that would destroy the triad and make it a dyad. Yes.
we should totally do that, guys.
But more likely than that is other family members from the other families would just fill the third family's spots to continue the triad.
We can do that too.
He's gonna look over at Kwong and say, "See, I listen."
Okay.
You know, we're kind of like family.
As soon as he says that, though, you'll notice Swifty go, "Oh, I see. So you're a triad too, then, eh? What house you reppin', friends?"
Do we have an
Oh.
answer for that?
Yeah. What do you
Can
call
I
your
s-
what was the name of the triad you ran? Do you remember? You had a cool name, if I remember correctly.
No shot. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. It's not
It's
your
not on my
character
character
sheet.
sheet either.
Dang.
I don't think so.
All right, then freeball it. What's the name of your triad?
What's your dad's name?
Off the top of your head, come on, first thing.
Oh yeah, wasn't I like ex Dai Li?
You're kinda, yeah. That's where
Your
came
grand
from.
your granddad was, or
Dai
your
Li.
great granddad was the Dai Li dude, the head of the Dai Li.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
great granddad, the Grand Master, Grand Wizard of the Dial.
That's
The one that took over after the evil guy in the lake.
But you were not Dai Li, obviously. Whole different organization. Excuse me.
You were Dorak. You were
Definitely need
Dorak.
a better space for a character history. I have
Oh.
stuff here, but none of it is useful for discussion. I will say that I'm from House Hongi. Hongi, yeah.
Hongyi. Okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's just our fighting style.
Heck yeah.
Interesting. The Hongyi triad. Way back in the city of Hongyi.
Oh
Honky
no,
donky.
I'm from Ba Sing Se.
Oh, then never mind. Ignore him. Okay. All right. Okay, I gotta ask just out a DM question to player. What style is Hongyi for fighting?
Dorak. D-Rock. Like D-Rock.
It's Tibetan Shaolin style.
Oh, okay. All right. That you're gonna just punch the shit out of people 28 times until they stop breathing. Wonderful.
64
awesome.
trigram palm.
We're sparring partners.
Call me Neji because I got spears of influence.
Call me Neji because I'm edgy.
Rude. My man's is dead. You son of a bitch. Pour one out for your boy Neji.
Kome, go fuck yourself. Anyway.
Right, yeah. Cool. So I assume because he doesn't know that I have no related faction in the Eastern Air Temple.
Yeah, he didn't have a problem with you. There's no beef because you're not from here.
My worry is there's also no squad, so we can't exactly roll up on the fire lotus, the red lotus.
Well, I mean, that'd be doing him a favor.
Yeah, they would then get underneath his people's control. Just because we don't got, that extra backup doesn't mean he don't got that extra backup.
So
I'm
just
not
for-
here for turf war, boys.
Just for
No, just to be clear, we're here for Longchan's family.
what? Oh, there's children.
Yeah, his wife and his kid are out there. Definitely not the kid, but the wife is out there fighting on her fucking own in the middle of like a Red Lotus gang. And she's gonna take care of it herself. We couldn't take care of it. We got the fucking avatar. She's gonna take care of it. It's crazy.
I mean, to be fair, they weren't shooting at her, says Terran.
But then what? They're just gonna let her walk away? It's like, oh, this person who was with them.
Do they
she's
think
gonna
that
let him walk away? Is
I think I'm supposed to be offended by the fact that the one non-bender here, is just not considered a threat, and so they're not worried about capturing her.
The ironic
Which is,
part
I sure hope that's what they think.
no, that your family is kidnapped, bro.
the opposite.
No!
Truly not ironic.
Stop! I need where's my wife?
I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. And just to be clear, I'm a cleaner. I don't really go into places and fix things before the violence. I'm a after the violence kind of cleaner. I make sure all the bodies fly off the edge here. Don't get found till their bones.
Who do you recommend we work with then?
Well, I could introduce
Yeah,
you
who
to.
pays you?
Oh, I can introduce you to the abbot. She's a heck of a lady, and I heard through the grapevine she is very interested in. Which one of you hasn't said your names? You, the boy. Oh yeah, she's really gonna like him.
Oh
Like a Kendrick Lamar situation.
Oh, I'm thinking more like Diddy, but he looks like an adult, so we're okay.
Whoa!
Great minds think alike.
Certified
not
lover
great.
boy, certified
You're all
pedophile.
canceled, all of you.
So that's where the extra baby oil went.
I'm done.
I wouldn't call that baby oil.
Natural facade. You ever heard the word
Killed
Diddy and he's out? He says cannot be. He has related trauma. He's got to go.
Oh, no.
He's grabbing beer to start drinking.
He's
Oh
grabbing
no!
beer. Oh shit!
We're in
You
trouble
clip this for the
now.
YouTube video.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Demonetized now.
Right? Yeah, you had to flash your beer and talk about Diddy in
it's
the same sentence. Come on. You got to get those label covers on, the little, or just what do they call it? Cozy. You got to put them in cozies. That way no one knows what you're drinking. I don't
And
know.
in the
His
edit, you
bread
gotta blur
box
the
in the
name.
corner there literally says bread. That's product placement for
You
sure.
pulled a hot dog or something out of it earlier.
Of course.
Oh, exactly like a hot dog. Yeah, no. Bread. It's literally bread. And crackers.
Aerated meal right
Oh, it
there.
was crackers. It was crackers you pulled out of it earlier.
Also, that's not a beer. That's a soda. We're fine. It'll be okay. We don't have to edit that out. Thank goodness.
It looked like a case of Bud Light.
It 100% looked like a piece of Bud Light.
That's not my flavor.
We're all over here just like judging you. Talk about Diddy gotta go get goofed up, forget everything. What's that? Oh man, now I need to find a Diddy song that's like forget.
No, we
you.
don't. We don't need to
good.
advertise anything in the sort.
It'll be hilarious though. All right, moving on. So, with the jokes aside, he said he'd be happy to introduce you, and she'd probably be the one to push things forward one way or the other. Where she steps, people move, as he says politely. I mean, not just because she's a big lady.
That's fucked up. You shouldn't say that. Shut up.
Again, great minds think alike.
But yeah, I mean, I can take you to her if you want.
That sounds like a great idea. She should probably know
At this
that her
point, what other options do
subordinate
we
has been
have?
executed on the table.
Well, you have all the options in the world, friend. Doesn't make them good options.
Yeah, I see no good options. So either we meet the Sabbath and we get her help, which means we're probably going to owe her a favor,
Mm-hmm.
or we say, screw it, worry about the one that's important among us and go back to the airship where the Fire Nation soldiers will hopefully still be there and be able to protect us.
If we do that option, though, I'll be not allowed to go to 2 air temples, and that would be a shame.
Pretty sure none of us would be allowed back here. Well,
Yeah, but I don't want us to
So,
be considered potential criminals fleeing a crime scene. You know, we might be the ones blamed for it if we don't go.
wait, what's this about an airship?
Fire Nation
Fire
airship.
Nation airship. We arrived on one today.
I got bad news for you, boys. Something
Oh.
done clunky happened, and it's going to be down for the next few days at a minimum.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
need
we heard
repairs.
that right before the Abbot got executed.
Oh, yeah, this is real weird. I think something mischievous must have occurred because
I feel like it was these people, these red lotus type fellers.
I wouldn't put it past you, especially since half the important people in the city knew that the Avatar was showing up.
That's such garbage. What?
How did that information get here before we did?
News travels faster by air. He holds up a little radio.
Which means someone on the airship. There's a traitor on the airship then, because they were able to radio ahead.
I wouldn't put it past anyone of importance. And once it got here, I'm sure it spread.
Which also explains the sabotage.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Still, one traitor is better and easier to deal with than an army.
Well, you know.
True that. But yes, let's go see the Abbot. Abbot Cadabbot.
How'd you know her last name?
Because she knew my father.
Ah.
No, that was the other. That was the temple.
No.
Abbot.
I know both of them.
So
she's actually my mother.
Rolling. Congratulations, Mom.
Oh,
what number do I have to
wow.
roll in the D100?
10%.
It's already been rolled.
I'll give you. I'll let it roll. That's fine. It's a family thing.
If it's 90 and
power.
above, or if it's 10 below.
We'll do low numbers, so 10 or below.
I got 39.
It was close, but no, she's not your mom.
Not my mom.
Sorry.
That's a much better chance than the D6 I rolled. I gave you a 1 in 6 chance. You got a 1 there. All right. So you guys head back kind of into the temple itself. Though you seem to take a longer route getting out and around than you did getting to Swifty's place. Swifty opens a couple of doors, a little thing, and last but not least, he opens a giant, looks like it's an alcohol barrel, right? Shoved into the wall, but it's really just a big old door. Just one of those classic, haha, it's a fake barrel. Fake barrel leads into a large arena-esque area with a large throne and various triad-y symbols kind of splitter-splattered around the wall. And floating in the middle above the throne is a huge lady. I believe on the Gabriel Iglesias scale, this would be an oh hell no.
The 6th size. This is past damn. This is no hell no.
But she floats gracefully through the air like a ballerina at ballerinaing. Ballet. The word is ballet. Sorry, don't mind me.
That's impressive. Like anti-gravity magic.
Related.
That's what it looks like. She's kind of just dancing around on this big open floor in front of her thing, and as soon as the door opens, you see her gracefully touch down and she is standing on her toes, like perfectly walking on her toes up to you and kind of like tinkering as the easiest way to describe how she's walking, just floating through the air and stops in front of you, kind of halfway between the throne and yourselves, and goes, "Ah, the troublemakers have arrived."
Guys, I think we need to get out of here. Baron Harkonnen lives here.
Oh, that's mean. That's mean.
Dang, got him.
At least she doesn't bathe in like the black soup goo or whatever he likes to sleep in.
That's a scene for later. We'll make that reference later in the anime.
Please
Um,
no, let's not have her in a
As long as we don't see anybody walking around with heart plugs.
Fair.
So, you are the Lotus heirs, yes? Is what you go by? The
At
famous
this point, we may as well not hide it anymore. Yes, we're the Lotus heirs. We're here. Yes, the Avatar is with us. Yes, we're in trouble. What do you need?
Wow, I don't need anything currently. I was here to help you. You-
You first.
Yeah, but you're gonna need something from us, so let's just get it out of the way.
He's already gone negative. He started very happy, and then it just went downhill.
Yeah, you act like you got shot, dude.
You act like you were the one that got shot.
You act like you were the only one sitting at the table about to shake the abbot's hand when your hand gets shot and her head gets blown off.
No, because I paid attention. I was suspicious from the start. You all laughed at
Yeah.
me.
He can't
Obviously,
tell it.
you were
I wanna
suspicious
see it.
about the wrong person because
Oh.
the person you were suspicious about died.
We're not
Gentlemen.
bad timing.
Gentlemen,
Come on, focus.
you hear a baby crying not far away.
Oh my god, that's my wife. I run away.
Stop that.
The abbot looks over and says, "That's impressive. I don't know many fathers that can recognize their baby crying."
Wow, you got bad families out here.
I mean, it could have been any baby. Can you tell the difference between babies crying?
Yes.
No, but then again, I'm not a father, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I am not a mother, so maybe it's something you pick up. I'm not sure. Anyway, well, he found his
Boston said we
surprise.
call that skill issue.
I hear. But neither here nor there. Your avatar needs a teacher. Am I correct?
Yes.
And I am in need of a student. So I will trade
Okay.
you one avatar for your safety for as long as he is my student. And while you're here and being taken care of, I might have something that I need done, but at the moment I don't have anything. So for now, it's rent free.
And nothing's free.
To start, it will be. And hey, you might get lucky. Nothing might pop up. But with how much you pissed off the Red Lotus, that's highly unlikely.
Existing, yeah. Such a
They're
terrible-
pissed off. We're the ones that were shot at.
Do
My
you,
victim.
do you know why you were shot at yet?
Nope. Don't particularly care. It's just one more enemy to add to the list.
Well, you do have a pretty penny on your head there, Lotus heirs. Or, I should say, the four of your heads. The Avatar, not so much, surprisingly. He's wanted alive. You four all have death marks.
I wish I
Right.
was there.
Well, you know, when you piss off a governor who becomes a warlord who can call in favors.
Governor.
Wait, what governor did we piss off?
Lord Bojangle.
That one. Yep. That sounds right.
Good. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
I am the shit.
And to my knowledge, you are not the only four death marks. There was 6 total. They've already collected 2. some poor little thief and a hunter or a tracker or something like that. I don't remember.
Does that reference anybody that we know?
Yes.
Yeah, both characters that were previously in our party. The one who was working with the armored car people, right?
And the thief that was in our ranks for a little while.
That
And
still,
Boss Inc. Say, remember,
that's-
made a whole bunch of money and then stole it from us.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see that they still exist in some capacity.
They exist in our
Oh,
memories,
dead.
and our hearts, and our empty bullets.
I was gonna say they're dead now, so you know.
They exist in our session notes.
Tugaslar wasn't around long enough to have a death mark.
He was the original, but he didn't know. He didn't have to get paid for it. He went right
He
to
didn't
the
even
bow.
need Death Mark. He just got.
So she waves her hand and says, "Those conditions amenable to you? I keep you safe for as long as you are allowing me to have the avatar under my tutelage, since you are his
Protector.
protectors." I was going to use a different word, but that's a good one.
Guardians?
Also,
Hangers on.
I was going to say
Escorts.
definitely not that one. What is sorry?
Concierges.
Retainers. You are his retainers. That is the word I was looking for.
We are his mentors.
We're not as. I mean, do you guys feel subservient to Terran?
We're his friends.
So, Terran, since you're the avatar and it's your training, you have a say here.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, my liege.
He looks over at you, Kwong, like, yes, that's right. Touch the toes and whatnot. I mean,
Who's gonna begin playing footsie?
Can I talk to them privately for a second? She coughs and kind of floats off a bit over to the throne. Terran turns to the four of you. He goes, "Well, I get the weird vibes, but I don't think they are she's gonna stab me in my sleep vibes."
Well, I mean, just look at her. You know she's at least a master.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. So they know what they're doing. And she's a natural born airbender, so there's that too.
People always hating on me.
Nobody's looking at you.
Look, I'll be honest, man. The decision to stay is ultimately yours, Terran. We're gonna back you up regardless.
Okay. Then we'll do it because getting out of this place now seems way more dangerous. And she did already bring the child and Younger, what's your wife's name? I forgot.
Me too.
I knew that was coming.
That's her name.
Me too.
I was looking all over my notes earlier, and I didn't see it.
These are important things. You need to know your wife's name and your child's name. There, if we're
I had it
gonna
written
bring
down.
them around, you need to know their names. Anyway, so since that's that, I think I'll train here. There's plenty of space. You guys will be safe. I won't have to worry about things. Also, you have death marks. So anywhere we go, we're gonna be in trouble.
Might be a good time for some of us to just practice bending. And maybe we can pick up something from the training too that we can adapt to our own techniques.
Maybe they do it better here in the East Temple than they did where you're from, Long John.
I'm always down for a fight and to learn the way of the fist or the feet.
What about the air?
What
Long-
about the elbows or the knees?
Those two.
Long John's wife says he ain't learning everything. Way of the nose is off limits.
What the fuck?
Smells like bitch in here.
Way of the nose is off limits.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was half expecting you to say, like, we cannot teach you Death Kwando for obvious reasons. Jean pants do not exist yet. You cannot turn them into jean shorts. And the mullet has
Wow.
yet to be discovered.
The mullet is definitely a thing.
Mullet exists no matter where you go.
Exactly.
It's just kind of, that's what every hair turns into.
You just wait. I'll get there.
So, at this point, we're at the 2 hour and 5 minute mark. Do you guys want to take a short break IRL, get water, drinks, that kind of stuff?
I mean, I'm good.
I'm good either way.
Younger just grabbed drinks, so he's okay. Iron, do you need a break or do you want to push through?
Let's try and get this through. I am fading fast, and
Okay.
I've got 4 hours of sleep if I go to bed right this second.
Okie dokie. I'm going to roll dice to see how long you guys are going to be here for. So it takes Terran, wow, 10 months to master airbending. Once a
Jeez.
month. Once a month, I'm going to have one of you guys roll a D12 skill roll to basically implement the you guys doing a favor each month for your handy dandy overlord.
I have this jacked up D12. Can I use it?
No,
is it
because you need
jacked
2d6, you goose.
You just
said
said
a
a D12.
Sorry,
That's
but it's 2d6. My bad.
You sure you don't need to go to bed?
Yes,
Shit.
I do, but that's besides the point.
What about this D6 that is actually a D3?
I don't think that you can use that, but you're gonna not have good rolls. Okay, so anyway, we're just gonna 10 sessions, and we're gonna go in a circle, starting with Kwong. Kwong, you are our first month mission Yahoo. Test or rely on your skills and training.
I hate that one.
I actually have good proficiencies for that one, so I'm okay with that.
I got a 2d6, right?
Yes, plus whatever your
So-
pluses are.
Okay, 7.
Okay, on a 7, your first month of training, you are able to commandeer a small shipment of explosives, but the consequence is you lose half of it on the way back to where you were going.
Can I use half of it?
Yeah, what's the number? 6?
For what?
Like how much is half?
Oh, it's just an abstract. There's 3 boxes, and you lose a box and a half on accident somehow, or you take everyone in the group takes a fatigue, to negate that because it's a group roll essentially.
I'm okay with a thing and a half, a crate and a half, or whatever.
Okay. Next assignment, Younger.
2d6 minus 1. Let's go.
That's terrifying.
5,
That's good.
1, 5.
All right.
Shit.
So your job is to or not your job, but the job that you run, right? You were supposed to get in and snatch some merchant items from the market during the day, and you fail terribly. You don't get in the items recovered, and you guys are now known. You will
Half of the bombs went missing during an explosion in the market that destroyed the items that we were trying to commandeer.
2 different events. It's a month apart. So you don't get the items you were looking for, and as a consequence, you are now known yahoos. People know your face.
I'm gorgeous.
I would like to vote to burn a fatigue.
That is not an option. He did not succeed.
Oh,
failed
because he
bad.
failed so badly.
He's just failing in general, yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Next, speaking of Frozen, you're up.
5. And a 4 is a 9 plus 1 is a 10.
All right, with the 10, you succeed with no problems. All right, so when Frozen leads the mission, which is to commandeer a flying bison, you succeed with no problems.
Woo!
You got free ride.
Well, it's not for you.
Oh,
It could be.
You're doing favors for someone else, remember?
right. But for a minute, I got to feel what it's like to ride on a sky bison.
Yes, you did. All
This
right.
reminds me of my childhood home, living on the ranch.
Going down to our handy dandy iron.
9.
9, also success, but you do it imperfectly. So you guys are in charge of guarding a place. And you do so pretty well, except for one enemy slips by. You can either everyone take a fatigue, or you can let the one enemy slip by.
Fatigue.
Yeah, I'll take that hit.
I'll do a hit, yeah.
All right, you guys don't let the one Yahoo slip by. All right. Next is month 5. Back to Kwong in charge.
Only Nesquik out here. No Yahoo.
Yeah.
What was it again? What am I rolling?
Rely on skills and training.
Oh shit. A 6.
A 6 total.
Yeah, I got a 4, so +2.
Oh, okay. So with a 6 total, you fail. So you were trying to do the car bombs.
Bombs ain't your thing. I should have been in charge of the bombs. What the heck is this?
Yeah, you should have been in charge of bombs. I ain't a great. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say something that's racist.
Way to get yourself. Good job.
Oh,
Yeah, freaking Grand Theft Auto put bad ideas in my brain.
I'm not a terrorist.
Yeah. Well, on a plus note, neither is anyone in the group. But that's your second failed event, right? You're on.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're on thin ice with the abbot after that.
I lost half a box of explosives, and how did I goof the car bomb? Did I set it up and it didn't explode?
There wasn't enough explosives, so the target survived.
Gosh, I
Bro.
showed you how to do this with Bo's car, dude.
I should have just freaking used earthbending.
This waiting there all day. Rock. There he is! Got him! But next.
Me.
All right.
I got a 6 and a 2 minus 1, 7.
You succeed just barely. Hey, assassination mission. The guys that you missed up on the car bomb, you try again, and this time you succeed.
I feel like we're the bad guys.
You're definitely doing bad guy work.
I'm a good guy. I'm a bad guy, but I'm not the bad guy.
I mean, you did crowbar someone's face in. That's your
I
negative. That's your negative consequences. You took a crowbar to someone's face, or you take a -1 fatigue to have not done that.
No, I
You went-
definitely did that. Now I'm known as Crowbar as opposed to Hammer, and it is upsetting.
Yes, you have a new nickname. You are the crowbar, and it is not a good one. It is not a positive name.
It's not what's upsetting. What's upsetting is the Zangief turned into a Count Dracula. Count Chocula.
All right. Next.
That would be me.
All right. We're almost at the 10-month mark.
8.
An 8, you succeed, but with consequences. So you guys have stolen stuff, failed to steal stuff, failed an assassination, succeeded on an assassination, and succeeded on another heist. You seem to be good at the whole stealing things. This time, though, you stole a would-be plane.
What's a would-be plane?
It's
A plane
a
without wings?
it's a it's a plane made out of wood.
A toy plane?
No, it's a would-be plane.
Shut the fuck up.
That took you way too long, bro.
It's very good. It's very
Stylish
good.
ruffian slayer.
So the would-be plane is painted black and yellow, has a very round body, and wings that shouldn't allow it to fly. It's very small, very sneaky is the easiest way to describe it.
And it would be.
Does
Okay.
it like jazz?
I want I want you to be telling me this joke for like 3 days straight.
Yeah,
Code
so
name is Wasp.
the downside is the joke would-be plane has been made 27 times, and you will all take a condition, or you can take a fatigue.
I'll take a fatigue.
All right,
I'm afraid of bees.
Everyone take a fatigue. All right.
I'm angry.
Week 8.
Bees. I'm allergic to bees.
Iron, you are making your roll, friend.
I know. Let's see. 11.
11. Hey, no problem.
Ooh, nice.
Slipping by. So, as you what are you doing this one? You are rescuing a would-be triad member.
Better stop.
You do so, no problem.
Wasp that.
Yay.
So you have one of the Bear Abbott's spies, essentially. You snuck in and saved him before his execution by the Red Lotus, which has pissed them off thoroughly. Which means it's down to the final 2 months. So now, as a team, who's going to be in charge of these last 2 roles? Obviously, you can separate it, but I'm going to give you a choice since everyone has had
I'm
it
bad
all
at
around.
rolls.
Hasn't
I
Red
have a
Definitely
done it?
negative
not
1 to all
younger.
of these rolls.
I want
Okay.
Red to
Good
do it.
amount of relying on my, skills and training. So if you want me to.
Okay.
That would
Okay.
be awesome.
All right. For the first one, at least, roll.
Rolling. Plus.
Be so awesome. It would be so cool.
Okay.
I think my child is getting tortured to death there. Like, holy cow. I don't
That
know if you
was
guys can hear
weird,
him,
but
he's on a rough
12.
day. 12!
Damn.
Yeah. We picked the right
Okay.
guy.
You pick the right guy for the right mission, as the Red Lotus make a strike at the Abbot directly, and you are able to successfully defend her and her allies without taking any casualties.
Yay.
The way of the bee.
All right, the final roll.
Get this one up a lot.
Time to stop.
Did you want me to roll or
Give
not
him
roll?
that
Yeah,
stinger.
no, well, so you guys, no, I was yelling at Younger. Younger, you keep dancing. I'm gonna make you roll. It's the counterattack month. You guys have gathered all your stuff, your equipment, your things, and will you be able to knock out the Red Lotus this month?
I mean, does a 10 do it?
Does a 10 do it?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I need to
Combination.
figure out how to do
My
cool
character's
things.
entire thing is skills and training. Ooh.
Ah, what a surprise. So, you are able to knock out the Red Lotus gang, or at least the most of them, via rolls and fighting and whatnot. They crashed against your shields, and then you stabbed them in the heart with your metaphorical spears. In this case,
Crowbar.
it was a would-be plane full of explosives being dropped off by a sky bison.
I need this power.
Your sounds are so loud. Whoever's gonna watch this video later is just gonna be like, doing good, and your sounds are gonna go up, and it's gonna be a bad day. That's how the Red Lotus run off. But you are relatively sure that the East Temple is safer for the rest of your trading here, which it's month 10. 10 months of intense, heavy training have occurred. You have not seen Terran in 10 months.
He's a changed man.
He looks tiny. Like he hasn't been fed. Like this lady has been starving him for 10 months is what it looks like.
He's been eating his food.
I
He's
knew you were gonna make that joke. That's low hanging fruit. Shut up.
damn.
It's Avatar: The Last Fat Shamer. What is this?
Damn. So your boy Terran is alive, mostly well. Though he is tinier, he looks buff, like just ripped out of his bloody, like a brain fart.
He's got them starvation muscles.
Is he hairy? Is he like?
He looks like he's
ridiculously
taking a
furry?
little bit. He looks like he's on the high of meth, and his all his veins are just popping out of his skinny arms.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's a great descriptor. Just put the avatar on meth. That's where we're at.
Put this child on meth.
He's an adult now. He can do meth if he needs to. But yeah, no. He just swole for
Skinny swole.
skinny swole. Yeah.
Most people just say defined.
Skinny swole is a better description though.
He's not defined. He's jacked.
Yeah, exactly. He's starvation
a-
muscles.
He's a
What?
strong, thin idiot. He's a thin bow.
He's a
Whoa,
thin bow. There we go. That's a good description of Terran at the moment. So he comes out with parched ass face,
Skinny shaving.
just ashy as can be.
Ashy.
Get this man some lotion.
Please,
Give him
You
some
need some
Eucerin.
water?
I need moisture.
Have you tried drinking water?
Tried, failed, tried again. Ugh,
What have you been drinking? Milk?
you don't want to know.
Powdered milk?
You know what? I really don't want to know. Get him
when
some
somebody
water.
says you don't want to know, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
You want a beer?
I'll tell you literally anything.
For all I know, special training had. Never mind. We're not going to go into that.
Give him a beer.
So, as he comes out, he demonstrates his wind-bending abilities. Also, by the way, you guys had 10 months worth of training. You guys all get to make a choice. You can make another group move, or you can all take a universal skill. Your choice.
What's the prerequisites to using a group skill in combat again?
Everybody has to agree to take it. Like we all
Yeah.
have to be on the same page, taking the same action.
Yep. At a minimum of 3 people need to be doing it.
I would go for a universal one, personally.
So, you know that the Avatar is a master at Ooh, there we go. A directed funnel.
Isn't that what all funnels are?
Right. So, what this does is it allows creating of a spinning funnel of air that can fire objects at high speed. Mark 1 fatigue. Each ally in reach can mark 1 fatigue and toss an appropriate small object into the funnel. This inflicts 2 fatigue on the target within the reach for each ally who does so.
Can we get that like written down somewhere?
That's
It's
just
a rail gun.
it's an
with
airbender.
air.
Yeah, that's just for the
It's a
airbender.
potato cannon. Or a potato butter blast, I guess.
All right, so if I go to airbending, it's called, is it the directed funnel? Oh, got
Directed
it.
funnel.
Okay.
Yep. You also learned suction. Snatch a small object
Bet he
off.
did.
Inappropriate.
Hey,
Crazy.
yo.
Snatch a small object off the ground from a foe's hand with a sucking wind. The object snaps into your hand unless someone marks 2 fatigue to hold on or block its movement. He learned force pull. And those are the 2 that he mastered. I will also get him 1 learned, and he will take breath of wind. That way he gets a. Oh no, he needs a defense 1 because he has an evade and observe. So air swipe. Prepare to cast an arc of pressurized air that knocks away any incoming attacks. Throws enemies off balance. If any enemy attacks you, you mark 1 fatigue to cast an arc to block and avert the strike. If no enemy has attacked you by the end of your exchange, you may cast an arc to inflict 2 fatigue and up to 3 enemies.
That's learned for him?
That is learned for him. Or not, sorry. Yeah, learned, not practiced. So
I'm
he
just
has.
adding his moves to my character sheet.
Thank you. That'll make my life easier. And then, you guys, what do you guys want for universal moves? We'll start with Kwang. Kwang!
No, I'm not ready. Shit.
Oh, sorry.
I hate universes.
Taunt.
Taunt. Taunt's a good one.
Your
Except,
mother smells of elderberries.
except for, that's not in this book. It's in one of the other ones. But I remember saying it, so you're good. Okay. Younger.
I posted in the table in
I
the table chat.
I unfortunately don't have that thing in front of me.
Okay, would you like me to make a suggestion?
Sure.
Okay, what style of technique would you like? Evade and observe, attack and advance, or defend and maneuver?
I think defend or advance. I'll start with the defend.
Okay. Suck it up. Focus and absorb a blow, readying yourself to act immediately after. For each attack that inflicts fatigue, conditions, or balance shift on you in this exchange, choose 1 additional technique the next exchange, even if you roll a miss on the stance move.
That sounds cool. I like that.
Okay.
What's
That's-
that called?
Suck it up.
Can you take a picture of that and put it in the chat?
I might be able to later, yeah.
Okay. I'll write it down on my weapon techniques page.
Okay. Next, Frozen.
We're looking in the core book, right?
Yep, core book. Or if there are universal techniques in the other book, just let me know. I can look them up to make sure. Again, if you
Problem
give
is there's a lot of them that are like,
they're all
looks
really
good.
right. So go ahead and give me a style, and I can cut it down for you.
Thinking evade and observe.
Okay. Seek vulnerability seems like an appropriate one for you.
Saw that one. Yeah, let's see that one.
Okay, so
Or
examine your
what?
foes
The other
for
one?
So examine your foes for weak points. The next time you inflict a condition or fatigue on them, you may also shift their balance. If you know what their principle is, then you may mark 1 fatigue to shift their balance a second time. Whew. That's a wombo combo waiting to happen. The other one would be just the rapid assessment. It's right above it. Or no, more appropriately, duck and twist. Rely on your fast movements to keep you out of the worst of harm's way. Mark 1 fatigue to clear 1 condition and become favored.
Ooh, I like that one.
Okay. Trade a fatigue to
What
clear.
about
Yes.
that one? Just sounds like seek the vulnerabilities is find the breaking point. It's in Adventure Guide Legends.
That sounds like it's probably the same then.
Yeah, it basically sounds the same. I'm gonna have to 50-50 this.
Roll it.
So it's duck or twist or seek the vulnerabilities.
Okie dokie.
50-50.
And we're getting seek the vulnerabilities.
Oh, interesting choice. Okay. And last but not least, Iron.
Hello, give me an attack one. I've got plenty of like defensive ones. So give me an attack.
Okay.
Oh.
What kind of weapon do you use?
Staff, I think.
Okay. How about you take Furious Assault? So make an unbalanced and passionate strike. Become impaired due to your overwhelming passion. Shift your balance away from center and inflict conditions equal to your passion on an enemy. NPCs instead inflict conditions equal to their current balance. You may only remove impaired when your balance is at its center. Wow, that's rough. What's your
Wait, say that
passion?
again.
What's your
Huh?
passion?
I managed to keep myself fairly centered.
No. What is your passion? The score.
Oh, 4.
Oh,
Wait, no. Sorry, looking at something else. Passion is 2. Sorry.
Okay. So that's pretty good though, because it gives you an extra. You get 2 fatigues, right? No, sorry.
I
And
don't know. I
inflict
didn't get
conditions
to
equal
roll.
to your passion on an enemy. Yeah, so it would let you inflict 2 fatigues on an enemy, but it shifts your balance and you're impaired until you get back to center. Kind of sucks unless you have really high passion. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Is
What?
there another one?
Yeah, let's look for another one. Let's see here.
forceful blow.
That one's not bad. What about attack weakness? Strike an enemy at a weak point where they're already been injured. Mark 1 fatigue to target an engaged impaired enemy in reach. They suffer fatigue equal to however many conditions they already have marked. Yeah.
That one could do.
Uh,
Which one's that called?
that one's attack weakness. The other one is charge. Advance straight at an enemy. Charge them at full force. Mark 1 fatigue to close the distance and engage an enemy you aren't currently engaged with. Inflicting 1 condition or 2 fatigue, their choice. Become favored for the next exchanged.
And you said that was charge.
And that's charge, yeah.
Well, favored is nice. And it only takes 1 fatigue, so I think I'll do charge.
Okay. Gotta go fast. Call you Sonic. Alright, you all have your cool new learned abilities. The Avatar has mastered silliness, and you guys did really well. On the rolls, because you did not fail 3 times, you get a bonus. Dun 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 dun. The bonus is you were able to defeat the Yahoos, so you're free to walk around the East Temple with minimum problems. Though your reputation isn't the best amongst the locals.
I wonder why.
We are literally the bomb. The Crowbarians.
Note to the universe: never let younger name anything, ever. When it has to do with group names, this man cannot be trusted naming any kind of group. I swear.
My name is Hunger. What do you expect? I am an adjective.
Yeah, I am an adjective.
Come on.
My name is generic.
No, it's young.
Even my character's name is Long John Fane. I'm an airbender, which just means tornado.
Most appropriate use of the word, actually. So, do you guys want to do anything else here? Or now that you have a fully powered avatar, you seek a fight.
Seek to bring order to the world and destroy Bo.
We can do that.
If we
I
do
think
that,
we
are we
need
gonna
to do
call it for this night? For tonight?
I
Well, you
mean,
gotta do a little traveling still.
Well, yeah, but
We'll fly in on a
But-
ballistic
But
missile.
as a note, we probably will end shortly.
Does nobody want a 4v1 Terran just to see what his snuff is?
Ooh.
Yeah.
you know what? I'm down. Let's have a friendly spar, Terran. Once you're rehydrated.
He's rehydrated. He's ready to go.
He's had his Pepsalians. Drank the beer.
Okay. I will put your 4 markers on the table. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I mean, this is a classic scene. You know.
All right.
We've been traveling together. Now we will see your snuff, boy. Hiya!
Okay.
Yeah, shoot him.
Are we fully calmed down, or did we take them fatigue still?
Oh no! So those fatigues that you took as a group are going to stick with this fight.
Oh,
We had
Cool.
those for 10 months.
Yeah. That's why it was dispersed amongst
It's a
everyone.
rough 10 months, dude. Rough 10 months.
So,
all right. Well, still, I'm gonna challenge. Use my move challenge because I already issued the challenge.
okay. Roll your is it intimidate or trick?
No, I roll it with passion,
Passion.
and it is 10 plus passion. 1 is 11.
Okay.
So on a hit, the challenge lands. If I win the flight, I choose 1. But my challenge goads them to impressive heights. They may choose 1 extra technique in every exchange for the duration of the fight. On a 10 plus, clear all fatigue at the end of the fight if you are victorious.
You guys remember he has firebending moves, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys
How about-
remember, I'm just a dude with arms, right?
All right. Begin. Fight. Yeah.
Are we actually like
I-
picking combat exchanges?
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, unless you guys want to yada through it.
No, combat. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to
Let's do
advance
it.
an attack.
I want to suck it up.
All right. You
I want to see what he's got. Hit me with your best shot. Do it.
1 advance and attack. Well, so remember, suck it up is a defensive one, right? So you're taking defend and maneuver.
Yeah.
Guys, you know what would be great if we all just did engulf.
Ooh. That's great idea, but that's a defend and a mover.
mm,
You know what?
Yes.
I'm still down for it.
I mean, defend and maneuver goes first. So.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
suggestion, I want to do engulf.
We got
That
2.
requires
We need
3
at least
members.
3.
One more person do defend and maneuver. Go, Jordan. One of us.
Just like I might be able to do a really cool advance and attack then.
ow. Ow.
Okay, so Iron, do you want to do an engulf with the other Yahoos, or are you all doing different things?
Sure, why not?
Okie dokie. You've sure why not your way through everything. So,
Yeah.
Younger, are you also engulfing, or are you being greedy and taking the extra bits?
I think I can take the extra bits to give my buddies an advantage.
Okay, so he's attacking. You guys are engulfing.
They
Terran
also attack.
is evading and observing. So you guys hit him with that. You're impaired, sir, and he goes, "Oh no, not like this." In that voice.
Dang it.
which is probably a
So
tad
I-
concerning for you.
So I couldn't change my idea. Dang it.
No,
And then he also gets we also get a free strike on him.
you do get a free strike on him. So, would you like him to be strucked by 2 fatigue or condition, or someone gonna burn up an extra fatigue to guarantee one of those two, or does he get to pick?
Do we roll to see if we can even do the move?
Yeah. Sorry, you all have to roll to at least be able to hit. So don't fail.
We
So
all
if
have to
one of
roll, or
us-
just one of us has to roll.
No,
I think it's
all,
got to be all of us.
all of you have to succeed.
All
But
right.
regardless, because we're trying it, it goes from learn to practice now, right?
Correct. Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be a 10 plus. You just have to succeed on this one. Okay. Well, you guys do your rolls. Get your numbers. I gotta pee. Otherwise, I'm gonna have an accident over here.
Oh, I got a 10.
Iron, what'd you get? Frozen, you're gonna hate me.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I got a 6.
No.
I was so excited.
No.
You think we can best 2 out of 3 this?
No.
You gonna be okay, Frozen?
How is
No.
it possible? This is actually so unfair. There's no way that this gonna work if it's gonna be 3 people to do one move.
If you
I got a
fail,
full-
you, like,
I got a full hit.
or be able to do at least one technique.
You guys are looking
Isn't that a thing?
looking crazy. What happened?
Isn't that a thing? He said he failed, right? But isn't he able to take a fatigue or something in order to be able to at least do one action?
I got a
So
6.
oh. So no, that means the group action failed.
No.
Because
What I'm asking is, isn't that a thing? Like, if you, I remember reading that last time we were playing.
Yes,
I don't remember.
Yes, you can take in condition and still do a basic, just a basic move. I don't think you can do a mastered move. And
Where is that written?
And this is
Definitely not learned.
yeah.
Which page is that on?
Oh, in
Yeah,
the book.
Iron
it's in
didn't
combat.
roll yet.
No, Iron, you get to roll 2. If 2 of you fail, I get to giggle.
I thought it was just if one of us fails, it's just a fail altogether. But all right.
It is.
It is, but you still got to see if you could do anything at all on your turn anyway.
Fair enough. All right, let's roll.
No, that is our turn. Like we failed. We don't get to do it.
No. It says mark 1
No.
fatigue to use a learned technique.
So
It's right on the combat exchanges page, right at the top under stance moves.
I'm looking. On a miss, you stumble, but can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique.
Oh, dang it.
Because you don't call your combat technique before you roll.
You roll first.
First you roll. So because you got a full hit, Frozen, you can use any of your moves regardless of us not being able to combo the engulf.
Correct.
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
Yeah, nobody. So Iron, you roll and whatever you get, you could still do your stuff. We just can't do our together thing. That's all.
Right.
Oh, okay.
The only downside is you guys had to agree on the stance, which is defend and maneuver. So it has to be defend and maneuver stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Excuse me.
Rolling.
But do you want to shift your balance to away from center so you can use your basic technique?
Me?
No, the person who failed.
That was me. I failed. Yeah, I'll go 1 towards trust.
Iron, waiting on you.
I'm just making sure you guys kept every time I was rolling, you guys kept it corrected. 9.
One whole basic or mastered technique, your choice. From your defend and maneuver list.
Yep. I'm looking.
So,
I'm going to move to C's position. I'm going to
Okay.
try and get a advantageous position.
So as you guys are in that little underground arena thing, you just move far enough away to where you were pretty sure you're going to stay out of danger. And you gained the favored status. At least for now.
And I got a full hit, so I get to take two. I can use 2 mastered techniques, right?
Yes,
Or 1 mastered and 1 practiced.
correct. Or
Sweet.
or one learned.
Well, no, I'm on defending maneuver, so I'm gonna steady stance and breath of ice.
Okay. What's that wombo combo do for you?
So steady stance, assume a strong steady stance. Any foes engaged with me who choose to advance and attack this exchange must mark 1 fatigue. Negate the first condition or negative status inflicted on you in this exchange. If no conditions or negative statuses are inflicted, become empowered for the next exchange.
Okay.
And then Breath of Ice just says, become ready to breathe shivering cold upon any foe who gets close to you. Any foe engaged with you at any point in this exchange becomes impaired until they clear the ice from their limbs.
Ah, how unfair that there's already automatically one enemy engaged with you. Even funnier, it says become engaged. He started out engaged. He's already your fiance. You cannot freeze them. Just
He's
kidding.
married to the abbot.
What? I think you guys have the very wrong idea of the relationship that occurred during the 10 months of training.
Not really. He went in a boy, he became a man.
He went in a man and is still a man. We
Oh, I don't like that. I want to go already.
you guys
I'm done with that. That
They
sounds
ask
like
you
the
how you
rest
are,
of
you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they
Oh.
Anyway. Y'all wrong for that. All right, so is he impaired? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
You've doubled impaired him. How dare you? I almost gave him the inspired token. That would have been good for him, not for you. Oh, excuse me. Where did my impaired tokens go? What the heck? Anyway, who's next? I believe Kwong.
With my miss, I have to spend a fatigue to do anything. I think.
No, you shift your balance.
Oh, okay. I shifted my balance, so I can still do basic techniques.
You can do one basic technique, yes.
Okay, I don't think there's any. It feels a little metagamey to hear that you said that he's evading and observing, and then I would choose which defended maneuver to go with. Is that fair? Can I utilize that knowledge?
Of course.
Yes.
Then I don't think he's gonna hit me, so I'm not gonna retaliate. I'm gonna seize a position as well.
All right, you do so and also gain the favored condition as you are both in better. You have the high ground currently. All right, it is now our attacky boy.
Yay. Okay. You said I couldn't change it to attack though. I was also defended maneuver.
You were not. I have you marked. You were marked with the cards. Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
because I originally I said defended maneuver, but then I asked if I could change it, and you said no. I was like, okay. But I'll do attack in advance. That's what I wanted to do. So I got enough. I got a 7. To be able to do a mastered or practiced technique.
Okay.
So I guess where's my cool ability? I will now use Mark 2 the he's already impaired.
Yes,
And we can't stack in pairs, right?
you can.
Oh. Well, then I will, oh, never mind. I'll use, yep, advanced attack, pinpoint thrust, pull out my big extendo hammer. Uh, and activate a pinpoint thrust as a learned technique, so marking a fatigue. Using thrusting or stabbing weapon, go straight for the target with precision and accuracy. Mark 1 fatigue, so now I'm marking 2, right?
Okay.
Your
In
hammer
order
is
to
a
inflict
thrusting stabbing weapon.
the end. So instead of the hammer piece, I turned it around and I'm poking it with the handle, which has a little.
He's pommel striking with his hammer. How awkward that
Okay.
would be.
It's awesome. It's fantastic.
Which I think is actually probably more appropriate, right? Instead of it being a long distance from far away, is he's actually really, really close. He's basically turned a spear into a knife.
But mark 1 fatigue to inflict 2 fatigue and impaired on your foe.
Okie dokie. Hey,
yeah, so
that's 3 impaired. Dun, 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 which transfers it into an automatic trapped.
I am so awesome. Additionally, I would like to be fueled by anger and just punch him with overpowered. So I will use all of my fatigue.
Okay.
So I am now maxed out. But with overpowered, he is now stunned.
Okay.
Throw a punch with all your weight behind it, and to inflict the stunned on an engaged foe. So I'm out of all of my fatigues.
And your conditions aren't looking great either.
Yep, I am now angry. And insecure and troubled and afraid.
You marked the fatigue on yourself?
Yeah, I had to use a bunch.
So I take
I'm
one from you.
maxed.
I take one from you. I don't know if you like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you take fatigue from them inflicting it upon themselves?
I'll read it out loud. When they mark a condition in front of you, mark fatigue or condition.
Oh, and I marked a condition. So I marked angry, so he gets to use the ability. That's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
I don't know if it necessarily means I'm taking yours or if I just get hurt because you get hurt. The way the wording
Yeah, the wording on
is.
that one's weird. Let me look really quick on my side. Make sure I'm reading it right. I feel like if he takes it, then you're also getting hurt as some kind of dumb symbiosis.
Yeah, like where is the benefit of Protector's Burden? It just seems like
It is called
it's just
Protector's
bad.
Burden. It might just be bad, to be fair with you.
Does everybody have a thing in their moves which is just bad for you?
No.
No.
But that might be the payoff for always being able to level your Yahoo up. You know what I mean? Okay, burden and tradition. No, that's not it. Scroll faster. Why is it so close to the top?
Oh, my back. I feel old. I even got one of these pillows.
Oh, okay. No, it makes sense because I have a thing where I can hold and then
Yep,
I
here
can
it is.
spend holds for stuff. Okay, I see it now.
So is that just under Protector's Burden or is it one of your other things?
No, it's just Protector's Burden. So the benefits of it is at the beginning of each session, roll taking +1 for each yes. Bunch of questions. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. On a 10 plus, hold 2. At any time, spend the hold to get a 10 plus without rolling on any move to defend or protect them. Track them down even there. So that I see what the benefit is. So yeah, just anytime he gets hurt, I get hurt too.
Gotcha. When they mark a condition in front of you, mark a fatigue or a condition. Wow, that's rough though. Because
I like it though.
Younger just gets beat up. You're
But it feeds one of my abilities. my martyr complex. When I have 8 conditions and fatigue marked, I take +1 to all my moves.
Nice. That's good. But also, does that mean you have to take 4? No, it's just conditions. Okay. So, you're good. It's not when he takes fatigue. If it was whenever he took fatigue, you took fatigue, it'd be a bad day.
Yeah.
Okay. It's now the enemy's turn. He's stunned. Congratulations.
He's stunned and trapped and impaired
Not also impaired. He just trapped.
and stunned.
And stunned.
He
So,
can do nothing.
You're caught off guard. You can't act or respond for a few seconds until you steady yourself. So that means he gives up his turn. As they say in the biz, sucks to suck. But he can also get rid of the trap condition, as it doesn't necessarily do anything good or bad for him.
How does he get rid of a condition of
'cause
two
he can-
conditions in one turn if
well,
he can't
because
do anything?
the stun stops him from taking any actions.
Yeah. He's got to mark a combination of 3 conditions or fatigue to be able to escape trapped.
Oh,
Correct.
okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
exactly. It doesn't. He doesn't get to do anything extra with it.
The mechanical aspect was what I was curious about, but okay, I
Oh,
get that
yeah.
now.
I'll take 3 fatigue. Hey, it's evade and observe. He gets his 1 fatigue back after all
Okay, I'm
that.
back. Sorry.
So net of -4 fatigue this round.
I evade and observe as well.
What?
Uh,
You attack
Oh.
and defended, you weirdo.
I'm
Next round.
attack and defend.
Okay,
I'm a smack
the
him.
top of the order. Let me pull his card really quick and see what he's doing. I want you to know if the stunned was very, very good, because the move I had lined up was about to goof all y'all up.
The power of friendship.
Okay, I've drawn his card. We'll see what he does after you guys pick your choices. What are you doing?
I'm gonna
Evade and observe. Wooga, 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 wooga.
All right, Mark.
I am also going to advance an attack.
What? Also? What? So far, you're the only one, but I'm listening. All right, Iron.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Advance and attack still.
Okay.
He said it before I did.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
hear. You're too quiet for me. I'm sorry.
Fine. I'm
Kwong.
I'm going to evade and observe as well.
Wow, you guys are just doing all the things. All right. He is evading and observing again. Awesome. He says, "I'll get rid of some of this fatigue. This is ridiculous." Okay, so defendees, no defendees, attackies. We have 2 attackies.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna charge.
Okay,
Go for it.
you're already
Going to charge.
engaged.
No, I remember last time I seized position to get an advantageous one last round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess yeah. So I guess you weren't engaged. Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. Don't
So
mind me.
I seize an advantage position and then I'll charge in.
Okay.
So charge gives me favored, and I wrote it down. Sorry. So I get favored, and he gets to pick whether he takes 2 fatigue or 1 condition.
He will take the 2 fatigue as he has much more of it than anything else.
Okay, and I have the favored. I forgot what the favored does because I
Favorite
don't really touch.
favored allows you to do an additional basic or mastered move in the next exchange, even on a miss. So you burn your favor from last round, but since you charged, you get it again.
Yeah. Does that mean I get to use it? Wait.
You use
Is
it next round,
I
next
get to use it
exchange.
again.
No, you
Okay.
get to use it next exchange.
Okay. In
Oh,
that
you have
case,
to.
so I would be.
By the way,
I would
before
be able to
time out.
strike
out.
twice.
Well, did you roll first?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
9.
Then yes, you can strike twice if you would like.
But that would
and
be next turn, right?
No, this round. You had a
Okay.
favor from last round from taking the high ground because I gave you a favor for
Right,
getting
and then I
advantage.
charged in, which was 1, and then I get to do a strike. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
I'm following.
No. So you did the charge.
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a 9 out of 10. So yes, just 1 single strike. So would you like him to pick, or are you gonna take a fatigue and choose for him?
I have fatigue to turn, but no, I'll let him pick between 2 fatigue, condition, or shift.
He will shift his balance then.
Okay. That's all mine.
Okay, other attack and maneuver over here.
Yes. So just to clarify, he has not impaired or stunned currently,
Correct.
right?
He has no conditions currently.
Okay. 5,
Sorry. No
4.
statuses. Conditions are different than statuses.
Attacks are rolled with passion, right?
Depends
Yeah.
on the character, but generally, yes.
Sweet. That means I get a +1. That's 10.
Okay, that's 2 whole actions.
All right. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my wombo combo here. We're gonna water knife and then ice prison.
How dare you?
So, he gets a condition and becomes impaired,
Okay.
and then he becomes trapped.
Does it get rid of the impaired, or is it an inclusion of?
It's an inclusion of.
Okay. Glad y'all shifted his balance.
And I'm glad that I was empowered this round.
Yep.
So that
you
didn't
get
cost me
one-
as much fatigue as it should have.
I was gonna say you get 1 fatigue back. I mean, it still costs you. You just gained a fatigue at the start of the round, which you probably
Yeah.
needed. It goes away, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just for this exchange.
Okay. Defend Vady boys.
I will roll.
Please,
That's
both
okay.
both of you roll. Kwong.
6 and a 2 plus 2, so that's a 10.
Okay.
So that means I can do my mastered technique, right, with no problem.
You can always do your master technique with no problem.
You can also do you can do 1 learned technique, or you can do 2 mastered, or mastered and practiced, or 2 basic.
You can also do a practice technique. So 10 plus gives you a practice technique or a learn technique. You do a learn technique, it costs you an extra fatigue of whatever it cost.
I am going to do switch it up, and which is a learned technique, and mark that 1 fatigue.
Okay.
Right.
Do you have enough fatigue to pay for it?
It cost 1 fatigue.
So it costs 2 fatigue.
Because a
1
learned
fatigue.
technique requires an extra fatigue.
The first time you do it, but if you do it, it becomes practiced.
Ooh. So I can do it without marking a fatigue based off what this says, because it says switch up your style of footwork. Mark 1 fatigue to become prepared, and force an engaged foe to reveal their. Okay, so I guess there is no other. Okay, I'll just do 1 attack then, if that's okay, or 2. Bolster. I'll bolster. Darak.
Okay. What are you doing to bolster Darak?
That'll be my basic technique. To aid him. To give him some bolster or hinder. In the
Okay.
evade observe regular stuff.
Okay. Yes. What are you doing? I'm seeing
I'll give him. Is he prepared?
He's not prepared currently.
He can be prepared, right?
You can be prepared.
And then the master technique I'd like to use is plan a course, which doesn't require any fatigue.
Okay.
On my part, and then I'm writing down my 2 abilities, which are already written down, and that's what I'll use next exchange.
Okay.
I'm all done. Check.
Terran is trapped right now.
Currently,
Yeah.
yes. Trapped and impaired. You guys are being mean with the status. It's
And
like,
I didn't lose any.
It's like 4-on-1 is not a fair fight.
He's the
Avatar. He should be
avatar.
able to handle it. If he can't beat 4 people, how's he supposed to, save the world?
That's a good question.
Derek trapped him, and you guys are having a conversation. Can he do the thing where he takes 3 off and then remove trapped, or it comes off regardless?
What do you mean?
Because earlier with the trap condition, he had to remove like 3 fatigue
Yes.
in order to. So that's still the same case on this round with this new kind of trap.
Yes.
It's the same trap. Before he was
Okay.
stunned and it stopped all of his actions. Now he's
He can
impaired and
mark
trapped.
fatigue to look at my notepad of what I'm gonna do.
So
Okay.
I got a 10 and I'm favored. So I
Means you
want
get
to
3 things, or
3 things.
Yep, or a basic, and a learned and or practice.
So
You're also prepared if that helps you with any of your moves. Since it is the end of the round, though, I am going to snag your favored from you until you get it back.
okay, I just want to taunt 3 times. It's learned.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
You're
the first time you use it, if it's learned, you use that 10 roll to burn an extra fatigue to turn it into practice, and then you'll have to use something different because it's only practice, not mastered.
Okay, so let's just go through taunt then. Insult and taunt an engaged foe into making a mistake. Your foe must either try to ignore your insults and mark fatigue equal to their highest balanced principal rating, or give in to them, agreeing now to advance an attack and target you with any attacks. If your foe gives in to your insults, you become prepared. So does he want fatigue, or does he want to advance an attack on the next round?
Yeah, he'll take the advance and attack on next round. You're gonna piss them off.
All right, and then so that was my learn that turned to practice, and now I can only choose master techniques
Or
or
basic.
basics.
Yep. And on the side note, I'm giving you 2 prepared. You have 2 prepared things now.
Does that stack?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Okay. I don't like the stuff that I have left because everything I have is impaired things, and he's already impaired. Um,
So you can stack impaired.
I'll metal bindings then. So now
Okay.
he's impaired and cannot remove the status unless they are able to metal bend or the
Which he
fight
is.
ends.
Which
Yeah,
which you can't.
which is the first thing he could do. While they are impaired and you are engaged with them, you are favored. So I guess I'm triple favored.
Well, your other favor went away, so now you're just regular favored
Everyone's
and double prepared.
unstoppable. I'm a
This
metal
is too
man.
much to keep track of. I'm done.
Okay, it's his turn. First thing he does is clear 1 of his fatigue. Woo! Oh, don't forget to clear 1 of your fatigue because you did the thing.
Does he look at my abilities of what I'm gonna do?
I think he's still trapped, right?
He is still trapped, and he's doubled
He's still
impaired.
trapped, and he still has impaired. Yep.
All right, you guys have activated it. Good job.
We have activated the avatar.
You
The
turned
Avatar
him
state?
on. Yes.
Oh no!
So, by activating 3 conditions and being halfway through his fatigue stats, you let him activate his avatar abilities.
Can we stop him?
So, he gets to do 1 action in each stance against each one of you yahoos.
That's not very nice.
It is not. So, alright, I'm just making a note for his cards. So, he has 1 evade and observe because that was his original intention. He gets to do an advance and attack action, and he gets to do a defend and maneuver action. But I'm gonna save these here because they don't activate now; they activate next round. But on this turn, again, evade and observe activated. Because of the avatar state, it basically stuns him. He can't do anything this round. Next round, y'all are in trouble. But
Oh no! Oh no! I'm scared.
top of the order, he knows what he's doing.
Advance and attack I am.
Okay, noted.
You've
Yep,
activated
I'm
my
gonna-
trap card.
I'm gonna do
His
the
summon
same.
pot agree and draw 3 cards.
Draw
Yeah.
3 fatigue.
Iron, did you
I'm
say
advancing and attacking too.
All
Yep.
right, or everybody punching. Got it.
Trying
Kwong,
to end this quick so I can go to bed.
Kwong.
Defend and maneuver.
Okay. That makes you first because you're an ally.
All right. So first, Earth
Si-
armor.
side note: he cannot take statuses in the Avatar state.
Oh,
So we
But
can't
it
take
doesn't
any
clear the
conditions.
statuses he already had.
No. He can still take conditions. He cannot take statuses.
Okay.
Okay, but does it clear the statuses
Yes.
he already had?
Yes. So he's
Which
no
is
longer
impaired and
impaired,
trapped.
and he's no longer trapped.
that's unfortunate
How
because
much
I can't
fatigue
not
have
do
we
what I'm
dealt
doing.
to him already?
Over half his fatigue.
Okay.
All right. So Earth armor, hold 3, spend 1 hold to negate 1 condition or 2 fatigue inflicted upon you. I'm gonna drop a hold to drop 2 fatigue.
Okay.
So I got 2 holds left. While you have hold, you are favored. You must spend hold at least 1 whenever an incoming attack would inflict fatigue or a condition.
Weird, but okay.
Um,
Also, you still have your favorite from last round, so you get an extra action for that too. Which I'm pulling off your character. By the way, your bindings are gone, so no more favored from the metal bindings.
No problemo. And then I'm gonna divert. So if anybody was gonna take damage, I would hop in and take it instead.
Good thing you pissed him off.
Yeah, and he's forced to attack, right?
He is
Regardless of the avatar state. Okay, cool.
Yes, yeah, all of his aggression is going at you. That just means on his attack in advanced phase, he is attacking you 4 times.
Okay, and I'm prepared,
Be a
so I
shame if he
can
couldn't attack.
remove a condition if I get one.
So, first up, his defend and maneuver. We're gonna use one of his air bending abilities, and he gets 4 actions because there are 4 enemies engaged with him currently. So his first action is to activate air sweeps, which we talked about earlier. His second action, using fire, is going to be fire whip. So he'll mark a fatigue to inflict 2 fatigue to a condition. The enemy mark 1 fatigue to get close enough to attack you this exchange. So if you guys make an attack to hit him, you must take a fatigue.
Hmm.
Oh, and he gets to just make an attack with that too. So that's fun. Who's he whapping? So it's only a single target. Mark 1 fatigue to him. So he takes a fatigue and he inflicts 2 fatigue or condition target's choice to an enemy who must mark a fatigue to get close to attack range. So who air jets are up, slappy slap. He's gonna hit you again. All of his aggression and attacks are going against you. So you take either 2 fatigue or a condition, your choice.
Okay, if I were to take a condition, I'll use my prepared status to remove that condition.
Okay, that works for me. His other maneuver. He didn't have that one. He will take an Earth launch. He'll take another fatigue, but he becomes favored, which doesn't. He can't take statuses, so it doesn't matter. Oh no, he wouldn't do that. That would put him out. Never mind. I take that back.
Divert was a wasted choice if he can only target me. I fucked up.
Uh,
I should have went with retaliate.
Yes, you should have, because now he's gonna make you eat dirt. No, that's evade and observe. Never mind. Sorry. He doesn't know lava star, so there's not a lot of defensive earthbending techniques, but it seems silly.
He could just use regular.
Excuse you.
techniques.
I'm right here.
So no, because he's in the avatar state. He's got to rotate through the different phases.
Gotcha.
So
Lots of great defense abilities out here.
he's if you're no, there's really not. There's Stone Shield, which is good. Don't get me wrong. There's Earth Launch, which isn't terrible. There's Earth Armor, which is great, but he doesn't know it. And then there's Heavy Step, which he does now. So
Can't
But
he
does-
only use advance and attack because of my taunt?
no, because of the state is in, he has
This
to
is
advance and
before,
attack you. All of his aggression is aimed at you until you are incapacitated. So he becomes prepared, which is a status which you can't use. Anytime just in case you lose your thing. Okay, that's so silly. He can't take. It doesn't matter. He can't use that one. So that literally leaves the only thing that he can do is Stone Shield. So he's going to take another fatigue. He's going to protect himself. He would gain the impaired status, but he can't because he can't take statuses. And the next attack to hit him in this exchange gets negated. All right, and his final defensive maneuver in the waterbending techniques is Breath of Ice. He says, "You breathe at me, I breathe at you." Any foe who gets close to you, which is all of you, at any point in this exchange becomes impaired until they clear the ice from their limbs. That's everybody who's next to him.
Darn.
So I think I catch all of those with my divert.
You catch 4. Well, I mean, it's all the enemies.
Yeah,
So it's
step into the way of blows intended for allies. That's
Okay.
plural.
Does it stop statuses, or just conditions?
When any ally within reach suffers a blow this exchange, you can suffer for them. If you also, it just says blows. That's not good language. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna say for this one because he's not physically attacking; they're just stepping into the way of ice, right? Because otherwise, it's like you literally would stop and freeze and stop. You would take 4 in pairs, just standing in front of him while he freezes you like Sub-Zero. I mean, I'll allow it if you want. You'll take it trapped and impaired, basically.
I can spend 2 of my holds to take 2 of them off of me, and then I'd take 2 on the face, and then, or no,
Okay.
I'd take 1 on the face, and then somebody else would have to take 1 for real, for real.
Okay, so you would take 1 impaired, and the last person in line is Younger. No, sorry, Frozen.
Frozen.
Frozen, you're impaired.
Frozen's frozen.
The irony. Okay, that is all his defensive maneuvers. Now it's time for your guys' advance and attack, and then his advance and attack.
So I have a stupid question, and I believe I know the answer.
Okay?
The abilities that I was going to use last turn specifies that it cannot be canceled, right? So I can change it if I wanted to, but if I attack with them, they can't be canceled. I'm assuming since the avatar can't have status ailments that overpowers my ability to not be canceled.
Correct. Yeah, I'm gonna say because he's not stopping it from happening. They just don't affect him.
Yeah. Okay. In which case, I still need to roll to see.
To see if you even do anything. Yep.
Oh, thank God! So close to
7.
not being good. I got 7 plus 2,
Okay,
but
that's
I
good.
thought I was gonna have the -2 from the impaired originally. So,
You're lucky.
So you said I take a condition if I punch him, right? Or in fatigue.
Yes, you have to take a fatigue to get close enough to hit him because of the flame whip.
So with my chart, of course, I simply don't take fatigue in regards to the abilities that I use.
Correct.
So does that negate that?
No.
No.
It stops you from taking stuff from your abilities.
You
So
would still
since
take
I
some because you're
got
attacking.
a 9, I can do 1 single attack rather than 2 attacks.
Correct.
So I can't use my stuff
Uh,
to not take things anyways.
Correct. And you're not favored, so.
Yeah, so I guess I will instead I don't want to just punch him, that seems silly. Pressure him. You're not allowed to attack people. It's rude.
Next round, he will not be able to advance and attack. That works.
That was a absolute garbage
All right,
enhance.
we have one more attacky.
2 more.
2 more attacky.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
But I want to clarify. It was only the first attack that came at him that was going to be an extra fatigue, right? Or negated or something.
I think it's just any attack for this turn.
What do you mean? Sorry.
So you did a defensive maneuver and you read it, but it sounded so what I heard was that only the first attack is negated or does an extra fatigue or whatever.
Oh, so me pointing at him saying he can't attack means that it's negated, right?
That
No,
doesn't-
because it wasn't an actual attack. If you had attacked, it would have been negated and then the rest of us could have attacked.
correct.
Oh,
But now if
Can I punch him
attack,
then?
it's
Too late. We're moving on to the next character.
so I'm gonna throw the attack and let it get negated, and then maybe Iron can
Okay,
hit him.
roll to see if you even hit because you have an impaired currently.
Well, with my prepared, it's only a -1, which is a 7, which is still a hit.
When did you get prepared?
when I ate
Younger
him,
gave me prepared.
Oh, I gave that to. Okay, I put that in the wrong spot. Don't mind me. Okay, yes. Then your impaired goes away, your prepared goes away, and you hit him barely with a 7.
But I don't actually hit him.
because he blocked it.
You're just doing a strike then?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, you do not actually hit him as the first attack is negated.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood because it said advance and attack. I thought it counted as an attack.
I am. Yeah, because the attack wording wise is supposed to be taking a condition, taking a fatigue, shifting their balance.
The verbiage in this game is garbage.
Yes. We have
Andrew knows it.
we have determined that
all
many
agree.
times.
Okay. Hey, super favored ultimate fighter. It's your turn.
No, Iron.
Yeah.
That's who I was talking about. He's favored.
Oh.
Yeah,
again.
you're not that awesome, Frozen. Calm down.
Yep.
Wow, so mean.
So I'm just gonna do a strike and then I'll take the 2 fatigue
Okay, so you're
to
doing
force him.
okay both times. Do you want to force? What do you want? You're gonna make him take 4 fatigue by taking 2 fatigue yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, he's hurting. Your favored goes away.
Give her a favor.
All right, it's now his turn. He gets 4 actions, and because he's uber duper pissed off at our friend in the corner here, how much fatigue and health and all that fun stuff do you have left?
27.
Me, I'm doing great.
You're doing great, really.
I got 1 fatigue on me. I got some leftover angry from earlier, and I shifted my balance 1 time earlier.
Okay, well, let's see how it goes. All right, so first thing over here is under his airbending techniques, and you guys know his airbending technique is just his direct funnel. He's gonna mark a fatigue and yeet an item at you. He has no allies, so he's only going to inflict 2 fatigue on the target.
Whoa! He gets to go twice.
Again.
He's got 2 feet and 2 hands. You're lucky it's not 4.
Yeah, but that means he's going
He
8
gets-
times.
No. He gets 4 actions in every phase.
Yeah, he did the 4 actions. That's why I lost my
No,
armor.
no. In every phase.
Each new combat.
So, defend and maneuver, attack, and evade and observe. So he's getting
Oh,
12
well.
moves. 12 moves.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a lot, guys.
Yeah, that's kind of broken.
It's
And
the
he can't get
avatar.
stunned.
Shut up.
He can't get stunned either, because that was what I was gonna do, but then it was like he can't get stunned. And I was like, oh,
How long does he stay in the avatar state? Is it just for
Till he
this one
dies?
exchange?
No, it's the until you
Okay.
guys go through.
Oh,
his
dude, I
fatigue.
give up. I'm done. Nope, I'm
no,
out.
don't give up. Don't
Hands
give
up.
We
I'm
can
out.
learn. We
Yeah,
can
no,
learn
I'm
our
good.
technique.
He-
We can
he-
become practiced.
Nah,
In our
My
technique.
shit's
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
practiced.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
good.
yield.
fully developed my
Trigger the
character
avatar
I'm
yet.
tapping out.
You damn cowards!
No,
This is
I-
our
I choose
friend. I'm
blood.
not out to try to kill him, and I don't really want him getting so pissed off that he's killing me either. No, I'm
We're
good. I'm
This
out.
is a friendly
Hands up.
bout.
Hounds up.
Friendly bout.
I think he's forgotten that. He's in a full-on Avastar state, about to kill Quan. I'm out. We're done.
Yeah,
We're
me,
not done.
me and Derek,
We're
we're
calling
gonna
it.
go get a Yoo-hoo.
Tap
We're
it.
good.
We're,
You
we're
good?
just.
So
I'm going full set.
as a note, next round, go to evade and observe and take that action to GTFO.
Yeah.
All right.
He's gonna do. By the way, his second move is Spiral Flame Kick. So he's gonna take a fatigue. And you guys have to. Oh, sorry. The group must mark 4 conditions or 2. Sorry, you guys are
Did
not
you say
technically a group.
4 conditions?
Yes, we are. Let him do
What
it.
condition?
I want to
No.
activate my moment of balance and prevent him from doing all of that.
We can't. We can only do a moment of balance once a session.
And you
We
have
did
to
this
be-
I have
already.
2 moments.
And you have to be balanced. You've
I am balanced.
You shouldn't be. You shifted.
Why?
You shifted towards something earlier.
Oh, care. Dang it.
Anyway, Spiral Flame Kick. Mark 1 fatigue and target 2 individual foes, or 1 group, and you guys are technically individuals. So, hey, you that pissed him off, you get it, and hey, you who froze him like a mofo, you get it. You guys both take 2 fatigue or 1 condition, your choice.
Is my divert still on?
Technically,
So
I'll
I
take a
should be able to
condition.
take Derek's damage then.
you can do that. You can only take 1 of his fatigue, though, right? Or is it both?
Again, step into the way of blows intended for allies. When any ally within reach suffers a blow this exchange, you can suffer it for them.
Then you take 4 fatigue or 2 conditions, your choice.
Can I split them?
2 and 1, yeah.
I do this.
Okay. His next thing, again, focused on you because you done got. Let's see. It's an earthbending one. He has almost all of these unlocked. How many? There's 1, 2, 3 attacks. That's crazy.
How do you move back into the center?
So he's going to use Rock Column, and you are now no longer impaired, but you're trapped.
I was impaired? I didn't even know.
You were, yeah. You negated some of it, and then the rest of it got you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, so you're now trapped, and now we go to waterbending.
So many attacks in waterbending.
There's so many attacks in
I
waterbending.
just need 2 more either fatigues or conditions, and then I'm juicing, boys.
He knows water knife.
He does know water knife. All of his stuff is the ice. He's really good at ice stuff. So all of
Right.
the. Oh man, activate freeze blood. No, he doesn't know freeze blood. He's not a bloodbender yet. Again, blood testing.
How do we shift our balance, or are we forced by other people to shift
There's
our
a
own balance?
thing.
Evade and observe, and then commit.
That's commit.
All right. He hits you with that ice prison, so you're double trapped.
Jesus.
Double trapped. Okay.
And that's all he can do for this phase. Now, onto our evade and observe friends, which is, I believe, him.
Just him.
Sorry, guys.
I don't think I'll make it to the next evade and observe.
All right, so he's getting
What I'm saying.
4 actions, but he only gets 1 fatigue back, which is super important. Even though he gets 4 actions this round. I dropped my book and now I've lost my page. Isn't that the worst? Here we go.
Problem is, so many of my best moves require him to be impaired or have some other status on him.
It's kind of
I
the
was
same
just
for
gonna
me.
unlock him like every other round. I was gonna be like,
Avada
And then-
Kedavra. All right, so first thing up is suction, because that's the only airbending technique he has mastered. Who's carrying an younger?
yeah.
He's got your gun.
Why does he have my gun?
You
He's got a gun. The Avatar knows. You don't know how to use that. I haven't showed you. It's not lotus, idiot.
He knows gun fu.
In a large, loud voice. You guys hear this.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
I'd like to go on record as being opposed to the
Do
use
it.
of violence for purposes of conflict resolution.
Avatar. Activate.
Anyway,
Gun bending.
so gun in his hand. We'll see what he does with it.
It's unloaded.
He's evading observing.
I have a child.
We know better.
I believe you guys got Kermit to voice act here. That's pretty
I'm right
amazing.
here. I'm right here.
Oh, okay. So, jet stepping, advance to a higher position and become favored and prepared for the next exchange. Any foe engaged with you can mark 2 fatigue to block this technique. Any of you want to take that hit?
He can't
I don't have enough
those
fatigue.
things.
I'm trapped. I can't even try.
You're right.
So
That's
I'm not gonna block it. He could do it.
Like he just goes to a higher position, which would just mean he's not engaged with you guys.
I'm floating.
That would be dumb. You were right. Gosh dang, the no status
That's
thing is
why he
actually
does it.
super limiting.
Yeah, but not just for him.
True.
Yep. Sucks to suck.
Then arc lightning has always got,
Jesus.
but he doesn't know lightning bending. That's not helpful at all.
He's in the avatar state. It doesn't matter.
I am the end.
He has not been Avatar for that long, and he has definitely not been a firebender long enough to learn lightning bending. So no.
He's gonna be.
If we're gonna have a broken ass technique, let's at least apply some appropriate lore rules to it.
Here's the real question: are his learned techniques becoming practiced?
I'm gonna tell you this here now. He has 0 learned techniques. Everything he learns, he has to master.
That seems excessive.
That's why we have a 2-year training arc, a 6-month training arc, and a 10-month training arc.
He's in the Avatar state, but we're in a republic.
I'm not dying
Okay.
for this republic.
All right, unleash emotion into the flames around you. Mark 1 fatigue to hold 1 for each condition you have marked. Spend 1 hold for 1 in exchange to pay for the cost of techniques as if it was fatigue. To inflict doom on a foe, you target with Farah bending, or use seize a position, no matter what approach you use in addition to your other technique. So he'll do that. He has
great.
3 hold, for the record. Earthbending, evade, and reserve. We got all kinds of this. Thick mud, baby. Y'all sink into the ground. Oh, no, I take that back. He's gonna do metal bindings, because that's...
Oh man.
He returns the favor.
These chains can't hold me down.
Catch an enemy's limbs to become impaired and cannot remove unless they are able to metal bend or the fight ends. While they are impaired, you have an engaged... Okay, so you, aggressive McGee, take your impaired status. You are now double trapped and single impaired.
Metal bind me. I can metal bend.
But not until you're not trapped anymore, because you're also frozen in ice and all the other things he's done to you currently.
Yeah.
I don't believe.
You called him out on his bullshit, and he is Darth Vadering the shit out of you right now. Like, the wombo combo is coming next round. All right, last one.
Oh
Earth.
yeah. Well,
Do it.
You guys didn't even know he knows refresh, but he knows refresh.
Cool.
That's his turn.
Where did he learn refresh from?
Watching you guys, apparently.
We do use it quite often. It's how we survive.
I'd make
But
an F5
I'm pretty
joke,
sure
but
this is about as good as it gets for a sparring match.
I have a
So
question.
I'm done, dude. I'm out.
I have
You're
I have a
dip.
question.
I'm gonna take evade and observe and get the fuck out of here.
That might be the right choice.
Before that happens,
Okay.
right? I want to activate my walls can't hold me ability because it says that I can rely on my skills and training to dangerously smash my way through walls or other obstacles. I believe chains are other obstacles. And I can't run away with evading and observing if I am chained.
just
You're not
flying
chained.
headbutt.
I thought I was chained.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
You're
And
fine.
I'm
It's-
evading and observing.
Okay. I was gonna say the man who is trapped and having a bad day in the corner here is our friend Kwong.
Asked for it. No regrets.
Okay, so is everyone evading and observing?
Hold on. Is it evade and observe, or is it defend and maneuver seizing a position that gets us the hell out?
Let me look at the card to make sure I'm not dumb. You are 100% correct because it's the first run up. So yeah,
Okay.
defend and maneuver. My bad.
So defending and maneuver to disengage and GTFO.
Correct.
I'm evading.
Why would you? So you're sticking this out?
I'm gonna have my ass beat for my growth point.
Okay. I assume everyone else is defending and maneuvering.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Okay. Well, because of Younger's pressure, the Avatar cannot attack traditionally. He will also defend a maneuver. So you defending and maneuver Yahoos get to do your thing first.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Rolling.
Yeah, you got to roll to
We
see
have
if
to
you make
roll?
your. Yep.
Dude.
And remember, you're impaired, so you take a -2 to your roll.
7.
7.
Got a
Good.
12, so that's still a 10. I'm still GTFOing.
Okay. He is not gonna stop you from running away.
The 7 still hit?
7 still hits.
Okay, yeah. Same thing
And
then.
also you still had a prepared you could have burned because you had another one, which would have made
yeah,
it an
I
8.
couldn't keep track of it. It's so confusing.
But you have double things, so you're completely helpless. You must mark a combination of 3 conditions or fatigues to escape. And you have 2 of these.
Afraid, insecure, and troubled.
Okay, that's 1. Now you have 3 fatigue or 3 conditions.
I have 2 fatigue left, so I have 2 fatigue, and then I have 1 thing I can't do. Does that just go to balance?
No, you just you doubt. Game over.
Yeah, I'm empty.
So you're out of combat, but for other reasons. And Iron, I haven't heard what you're doing.
Oh, no, I'm doing evade and observe. This is a sparring match, not a fight to a death.
Do you mean defend
Oh,
and maneuver so
no,
you can
yeah,
escape?
he's defending and maneuvering to get the F out like me.
I thought I was evaded. Okay.
No, it's the other one. I said it wrong.
Okay.
So
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Then
Run-
You
yes,
missed the actually.
defend and maneuver. I thought evade meant
Okay.
get the hell out of dodge.
Yeah,
Just-
right. Exactly. Me too. That's why I messed it up.
What's the difference between evade and defend?
Evade is.
One
Uh,
wing.
Defend has the Caesar position that lets you disengage and flee.
Yeah, and evade,
Fair enough. Okay.
evade and observe like you're weaving and bobbing in place is the easiest way to
I
think
guess.
about it.
Either way, I'm moving.
Okay. Did you make your roll?
I'm just gonna seize position and
Did
walk
you
away.
make your roll? Your roll,
Oh,
sir. I
right.
need the number.
Alright.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
7.
You're good. Okay, and he's not going to spend anything to stop you from running away because you're right. It's a sparring match. Younger, you're the last. You're the last man standing.
I have to do this for my
Oh,
character's development.
but don't worry about it. He still has his turn, and you have to get through his turn.
I don't get to go before him, even though I have been the whole time.
Sir, you're evading and observing. He gets
It-
4 swings
Dep-
in every stage. You
So
get to
yeah,
you get to eat
doing
12 attacks.
No,
Or,
there's not. No, 8. Because he can't do 4. Because he can't attack.
Okay, I will grant that one because of pressure.
What? Shit, I should have done my can't defend and maneuver then with eat dirt. Aw.
Anyway, pew pew, defend and maneuver. 4 actions of defend and maneuver. So starting with airbending. Air swipes. So if you attack him, you take fatigue. Oh, did you take the fatigue from attacking with the pressure last time?
Take fatigue for pressure.
Yeah. So because he had the air thing, you. Sorry. If any
No,
enemy
because
attacks you.
you
Oh,
said
no,
it
you're
didn't
right.
count.
So I take that back. He got to pick up to 3 enemies to take 2 fatigue. So all of you take 2 fatigue, except for Super Death McGee over there. Yeah, you're fine. So frozen Iron Younger, add 2 fatigue to your character real quick. If that changes something, let me know. If not, don't worry about it. He's going to take that again because that's the only air thing he knows. So if you do attack him, it's a problem.
Okay.
Where is his defend? He's going to take a flame stream. You are now impaired. Ooh.
Okay.
No. I take that back. Oh man, this one's super ridiculous. So you're the last man standing. He's gonna mark all 5 fatigue, and you're gonna take trapped, doom, and impaired.
Jesus.
Nice.
But doing so, no, you guys notice he has dropped out of the avatar state.
Trapped, doomed, and impaired. Check.
Check. Okay. He's out of the avatar state, which means his turn is over. Essentially, he doesn't get the next phase.
Now I get to evade and observe.
Yep. So you get 1 fatigue back,
Woo!
but you're doomed. So that means
You
mark
get that
1 fatigue
fatigue.
every few seconds, or each exchange until you free yourself.
Yeah, that'll be eventually, right?
I hope.
I got a 5 and a 6, plus
Okay.
or minus fatigue or creativity or harmony. So I'll take creativity. So total of 12.
Okay. -2 from being impaired.
Minus 2 for being impaired, so 10.
Okay. You still get 2
So I can
actions.
do one thing.
2
I
things.
want to.
You can.
Oh, nice. I will commit. So I will shift my balance to center.
How? You're trapped.
That doesn't mean I can't recenter myself.
It does. You can't do
It doesn't say
anything.
recenter my position. It's recentering myself.
You
Hold
are
on.
completely
Trapped.
helpless. You must mark a combination of 3 conditions or fatigue to escape.
Okay, well, rather than that, I would like to use my walls can't hold me and nothing can stop me. I can break out of anything if I roll with passion.
If you roll with passion. Did you roll with passion for your evade and observe?
No, I'm saying if, like, what it says is you could rely on your skills and training to dangerously smash your way through walls or other obstacles. Roll with passion instead of focus.
Yes.
So I'm attempting to break free of this trappedness
But that's
via my ability.
That's a move, not a technique.
This is true, but half of my moves can be used in combat.
But using your skills and training is not something you do in combat.
It is if you have obstacles. Unless you're saying there's never obstacles in combat.
I mean, if there are, they get messed with one of the different moves, like smash. My dog is upset, y'all. She wants to go to bed. She says it's late. Fuck you, guy. Let me get to it. Make sure I'm not being a jerk over here.
That's the one thing like that aggravates me about this particular game is like I feel like moves work better in conjunction with whether it's in or outside of combat. It doesn't really make sense to be able to do something sometimes. If that makes sense.
Well, moves I think are supposed to be done outside of combat. They're the things you can do preparing for combat or like during the story moments.
Yes. Again, it is. They are more of the cutscene-esque abilities comparatively to combat abilities. So
Even though mine specifically often say combat.
Yes, so some of them specifically work as for techniques,
So
right?
I'm just saying that proves that that's not a truth necessarily.
Okay, walls can't hold me. When you rely on your skills and training, which is a move, to dangerously smash your way through a wall or other obstacle, roll with passion instead of focus. Right? So if you were not engaged with this enemy and were trying to smash through a wall on the combat field using your walls can't hold me ability, that would totally work, right? But since you are engaged with an enemy, you are doing a combat exchange. So you cannot use your relying on skills and training because you have taken a combat stance, which is a move all on its own.
And you're saying I can't recenter myself, even though recentering does not necessarily mean moving.
So, yes, because you are trapped, which means you are helpless. Again, that's just the condition card.
But I don't understand how recentering it affects helplessness.
Because
That's what I like. I don't understand. Like, I'm not taking an action. I'm not taking an outside action. I'm like looking inward and like collecting myself. That's like what recentering is.
I totally understand where you're coming from. What are you trying to use for recentering? What is that coming from?
I'm trying to commit.
Okay, so commit, right, is from
Like
the
commit my resolve,
yes, which is a technique that you have to roll for to get to do, right? For your
which I did. I got a
right.
10.
But you can't do that while the trap is applied. That's just what the trap status is. It's kind of like impaired. They take precedent over anything else.
I'm not trying to escape. I'm accepting. That's what I don't get. Like, I'm not trying to escape, so I don't take fatigue.
So we again, this comes down to like the verbiage of the game being kind of dumb, right? So we understand what you're trying to do, but trapped says you can't do anything until you remove trapped. You can't do anything until you remove trapped.
But that's the thing, is it just says you're helpless.
Okay, I will get the bigger book version and make sure that again we are in understanding because people watching this later, this is a valid line of reasoning. Younger is not saying anything wrong by any means.
No, absolutely not.
All right, I need statuses, not moves. The real question is
Dude.
what page is statuses on? Let's go to the compendium.
Third favored. Then trapped. Trapped is the status for when you're encased in ice or you can't move because of heavy beam is pinned on you or you've been pulled into the earth. So only your head sticks out. It represents immobility and inability to take physical action. I'm not taking a physical action. I'm taking a mental action. Unless you put out a massive effort to get yourself free. If every combatant on the side of a fight is trapped and unable to free themselves, technically I'm the only combatant, and so I guess that would mean that this is the end of the exchange.
Okay, well, that might be the end of the exchange. You're supposed to be able to get through your move, though. Here, I found it.
It says to free yourself from being trapped, you must mark a combination, which I'm not trying to free myself. Mark 1 fatigue in 2 conditions, or 3 conditions, or 3 fatigue, etc. You must also be able to take the appropriate action to free yourself if you're encased in ice. But you're a technologist with a pack of flares on your belt, then maybe you can figure out a way to wiggle. So it says you have to have basically a reasonable way to get out of said situation. You might be out of luck, but always talk about it with your DM. As always, if a fan of the PCs, so if you present some cool, reasonable way to apply your skills and training to get yourself that makes sense within the fiction, again, using my ability relies on skills and training would be a reason to be able to escape reasonably, in my opinion.
Younger, what are you trapped by?
You said I was trapped by chains or ice or
flaming wall of fire.
Trapped by a flaming wall of fire. Okay.
There's nothing really physically holding you except for the fear of death.
Yeah, that's true. So that wouldn't necessarily be applicable, I guess, because it's not an actual physical wall.
Correct.
In combat exchanges, you can pay the cost to free yourself in between exchanges. But if the fight is raging around you, then you might be helpless for exchange as you free yourself. and pay the cost, and your comrades try to creep froze away from you. If a friend does something to free you, however, you can set free without having to pay normal cost. If you're targeted by a foe while trapped and nothing stops the foe from acting, then there's no uncertainty. You can't move after all. The GM says what happens. Remember that bending requires movement, which I'm not trying to
You're
bend.
not bending, yeah.
Most of the time, you must be impaired before you can be trapped. It is hard to trap mobile fighters, but sometimes technique applies status directly to the situation to inflict strategy. For example,
Which
Yeah.
you were impaired first, and you've already gotten past the impaired part because of your roll. It is now just the trapped and doomed.
yeah. So,
Just
like
as
I
a-
said, I wasn't trying to escape. I was just
Right.
trying to
But-
mentally prepare myself, which
Yeah.
is not a physical action, and that is
which is commit, and you're trying to move things over so you can use your moment of balance, right?
not even.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to move it over. Unless he's like about to kami me, but you said he's out of the avatar state, so I'm just trying to recenter myself.
he is technically out of the avatar state, yeah. Well, you get your one move, I guess, man. Like,
That's the one move I wanted to take is commit.
all right, what? So you shift your balance towards one of your principles.
Choice. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's all I want to do.
Okay, I know this was a lot of arguing for no good reason, but you're trapped and doomed. But the fight is over. There's no reasonable reason for you guys to continue. Our friend in the corner is knocked out, and you are the only person left, and you are trapped in fiery lava. Upon the realization,
So I don't move over.
Huh?
So I
you
committed.
you finish your turn. We finished this exchange, but since you finished this exchange as doomed and trapped,
I lost.
I'm stepping away from the combat for you. So, you shift your balance. Thumbs up. The avatar has popped out of his avatar state, and he realizes that he has encased his friends in a fiery wall of death, and he chucks that away, and he tears out the ice, the wall, the hanging to go check on his other friend who is not doing hot. You guys should probably go check on him. One friend is very cold, one friend is very warm, and two friends are very scared. Congratulations, this is what fighting the avatar looks like.
I lay down.
Quang is gonna spit a tooth out and be like, pretty good. Pretty good. And then
I'm
pass
gonna lay
out.
down. You win, Terran.
I have no problem helping out with that fatigue and stuff, but I'm kind of full of fatigue myself.
I hear
think we need a
Terran
long rest.
knows how to cast certain abilities.
So, hey guys, I need to get going.
Yeah, get to sleep.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
This is a good place to end the session. It's post-combat, all that fun stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. I know I said originally it was going to be a short session. Apparently I lied because y'all want to fight the Avatar. I will get our after-action reviews after this, and we'll do our things in our comments post thing. Next video will be the last one. What havoc will you guys get into in the last video? Dun, dun, dun. Thank you guys.
Practice.
Hey, 10% off on the website. It's still Baby Brain because I have yet to change it because said Baby Brain. Baby Brain 907, all caps. October's coming up. Halloween's coming. We got all kinds of fun events in October.
On the dark dice and such.
Right. As a side note, for those of you that are in the Fairbanks area, feel free to swing by the store. I've got the sign up so you guys can know what building it is now. Waha ha ha ha. Yeah, hang out with us Wednesday as we do Star Wars. And then we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much. Stick around for the music. Talk to y'all later. Bye. For the exception of Iron. Iron, go to bed.
Okay, I go bed now. Bye. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you guys for the last episode.
Thank you
next
for
time.
helping me get beat up.
Every time, anytime. I'm gonna go lie down now because I gotta wake up and do a 17-hour shift.